Hammer Mike Chan and the rest of the NPL crew getting ready here this morning. Rick Witzkin will be playing Saturday morning action. DreamCloud 2024 NPL Championship Weekend here at the Pickle Lodge in Westchester Township, Ohio, just north of Cincinnati. Good morning, everybody. Ari Shannock, Amy Yarbrough. And Amy, as Hammer Mike said, all chalk yesterday. Moving on, Oklahoma City pulls the upset early.
Yes. To
contend and qualify for the quarterfinals, but semifinals are set. The top seeds have moved on. They will be playing head-to-head this afternoon. We'll have all of that coverage for you. In the meantime, we've got some electric-type matchups here early Saturday.
Yes, we do. We're starting off with a bang for sure with these gentlemen from Austin and Princeton. And a big shout out to our referee crew. This morning we have Ron Ponders working center court for this first match. He's going to have his work cut out for him.
I was thinking the same thing. you got Derisi Cote Weinbach out there. That can make things interesting. As Patrick shaking his head, I'm ready. And,
he's having a good conversation with himself.
That's right.
Getting himself ready. I like it.
Austin, the favorite here in the Duper predictions. Dave Weinbach playing with John Hostetler.
I just woke up. I didn't set my alarm. I woke up at 7:17. Here I am.
Hand him a coffee, a Julian coffee.
For sure. Oh, my goodness, Patrick. He said he overslept a little bit this morning.
I thought I saw Patrick running in right before me. And I was running late also.
And I saw these people out there warming up, and I said, who is that guy? Dave didn't have a hat on. I'm not used to seeing Weinbach without a hat.
Yeah, Weinbach without a hat, it adds to his youthful look, right? He looks like a young man.
Absolutely.
Not that he isn't, but. And he certainly moves like one. He is cat-like quick.
Yes.
Quickest hands west of Boston, I think.
And I really like him playing with John. John Hostetler is a great player. He's got a ton of pace, great hands, and so we'll see how this duo does.
So as I mentioned, Amy, semifinals are set. Boca Raton, the 1 seed. What a match that was against these Princeton Bruisers. Princeton was up in that 4-2. All came down to that last court, whether it was going team breaker or not, and it was Marario playing with Spielberger.
Yes.
And they were able to come out victorious in 3 to move on to the semis, where they will face the Denver Iconics. And it took a team breaker for the Iconics to get past Seattle. We'll see Seattle United on this court next up.
If Boca would have gone down in their first match, that would have been a huge upset. And it was very close.
Yeah, they were certainly pushed. Houston looked impressive, bouncing back. They've qualified for the semis, defeating Coachella Valley and Columbus over Kansas City in a tight one. That ended up being 7-5. Kansas City defeated this Ignite team in the first round.
And it was close. It was 5-7, I believe. All right, we're starting off early with the net cord. We just had a little stumble between the two guys on the Austin team. Just going to have to figure that middle ball out.
Derisi leaning in, finishing.
It's a great ball right down the middle, but so low nobody can get it.
Return right off the baseline.
Good hands by Patrick. Reset that ball, keep it in play.
So if you're wondering, yes, these teams now participating in obviously not the semis, which will be later, but there is money on the line, Amy, because starting at 5th place with both of these teams. That is on the table. $3,200.
Yeah, that's a pretty good payout for 5th place, right?
So 6th place would be 16, 7th, 8th, and 9th at 1,200. 10th as well, and then 11th and 12th. You're finishing in the money as well at $800. And that is a money ball from the Badger, Dave Weinbach.
Everybody's getting warmed up here bright and early in the morning from Cincinnati, Ohio.
We've seen these Ignite shirts maybe last year. I picture you in this jersey, Amy.
I know, my old team. And I can remember it well. All the nerves. You're extra nervous coming in to championship weekend. And it's a lot to get up and be ready to go first thing in the morning. And especially if you overslept, that's a lot of pressure.
Cote, constant movement, pep talk. Right on the line. What a dig and shot by Hostetler. Really getting low there, Amy.
Great ball. Yeah. Good dink from Patrick. So I don't know if you remember this matchup the last time, but I think Weinbach got at least 2 earnings off of Patrick. So I'm going to look for that today. I think Patrick is hopefully going to be pulling out a few earnings himself.
2-4-1. Hostetler drills that off of the bounce. John from Encinitas, California, played collegiate tennis at University of San Diego. Oh, you called it, Amy. He was looking for it early.
Didn't take long, did it? Yep, he was there, but the Ernie was wide.
And Cote went right at him, Amy, with some pace. And Weinbach says, nice shot.
The other thing that you can do when somebody Ernie's against you is hit them, which sounds terrible, but, you know, it's very effective because you're so close that they don't have time to get out of the way.
Yeah,
so
not easy to peg the Badger, though. He is so quick.
Yes.
And it's not a big target.
Both valid points. Really good play. Patrick's just ready for it, knowing that the Ernie's coming, and he has reset both of them so far.
Yeah, because Dave really set both of them up well for himself. They got your scouting report, Amy.
They did.
Oh.
Wow, great shot.
Redirect by DeRisi. DeRisi, you think power, intensity, you're going to get both of those, but he's got terrific short game skills as well.
Yep, really good touch. He's got his new logo on his shorts. Jose's so good. Looks very cool.
Oh, there it is, yeah. I like it. Good job by our camera crew.
So when Dave is going to look to jump is when Patrick, either one of them, if Dave can go down Patrick's line, that's when he's looking to set up that Ernie. Wow, great drop.
Turning up the speed. Cote ducked out of the way. Jose said they're all going out. That would be nice if you're a Bruiser fan.
Yeah, Patrick's not a real big target either. So you've got to be very accurate to hit him.
The wind-up and delivery from the Badger.
That one was in.
Except that one, Jose just said. A good look at Weinbach. What a character. Great sense of humor.
Missed that one. Yeah.
Derisi said, I told you.
We talked to Dave earlier when he was warming up, and he was saying that he's even played mic'd up before. And I said, dude, how do you do that? That takes so much. He's like, no, when you're ADD, you can definitely multitask. So he and Rick, I feel like both can do, like, entertain the crowd, talk to us in the booth, and still focus and play great pickle at the same time.
Weinbach pulling it off is no surprise to me because he's the constant, commentary as he's playing.
Yeah.
And sharing with the opponent as well.
Absolutely.
Derisi's hit that Julian coffee roaster sign a couple times. I think he's asking for a coffee delivery. And when you want coffee delivery, nobody puts it together like Connie over here. She's the best.
Absolutely. Julian Coffee, got to talk to him this morning upstairs, always making sure everybody at NPL has plenty of great coffee to drink in the morning. Cheers to Julian from the Indy drivers.
Raise your cup to Ken Julian. Oh, we should have had it ready to raise it. We got a side view in there, Amy. That was our big chance.
Oh. Okay, we got a timeout. I was commenting earlier about the, if our camera guys can show it, the wonderful balloon arch that we have here at the Pickle Lodge, because this weekend we are trying to honor breast cancer awareness and our breast cancer survivors that we have that are part of NPL. So throughout the weekend you will hear commentary from their stories as we're trying to run them in between matches. So make sure that you stick around in between matches, and you're going to hear some amazing stories of the women here that have gone through breast cancer and what all was involved. So stay with us. And then right now they're showing a QR code that you can scan and donate that goes towards cancer research, the Susan G. Komen Fund. And we'll also have a link on the YouTube.
Survivors were honored in the Thursday night event here at the Pickle Lodge. Great ceremony, and production is incredible. It's must-see. Very inspirational. Amy, you with the interviews and the production crew putting that together. Stellar stuff.
Shout out to Drew and Scott McAllister for making it happen. Great job to the production team.
That's some pace from Dave. He's inside the baseline there, firing away.
Just so quick with his hands. He generates a ton of speed.
Weinbach with that table tennis or ping pong background. He's got a really nice forehand. I mean, that forehand could pass for big time tennis as well.
Absolutely.
That compact loop. Ooh, the push off. Dave surprised. Have a look. Good view there. Yeah, there's the right foot.
We've seen that a lot over the weekend, right? It's really hard not to push off. You don't even realize it. Great reset. Oh, net ball.
Unfortunate for the Bruisers as Derisi throws up his arms.
So tough.
Nice return. Hostetler, he really holds that paddle well, doesn't he, off of the bounce? Kind of studies his defense.
And that ball comes off hot.
It really does.
As you saw, it just popped off of Jose's paddle. And then he created the put away from the initial speed up.
He's a strong dude, huh?
And Jose returned the favor. Exact same play, quick speed up, got the pop-up, and the finish. All of these guys are very capable. Who's going to execute it first?
Cote had it covered again, Amy.
He's pretty much baiting Dave to do that. Do you see how he's putting the ball right there that's allowing Dave to get set up? So Dave's going to have to figure out how to get around him and not hit right into his paddle. It's pretty brave of Patrick, in my opinion, because it's not easy to defend an Ernie. Great lob.
Ooh, good run down. That's in as well.
2 great resets.
Patrick could get there. Great effort.
Great drop. Senior hustle move, he said. Yes, he almost got it.
Senior hustle move.
Great drop by Patrick. They play together, I think, pretty often. Patrick's out of Arizona. Dave Winters, I believe, in Arizona. And they've played some tournaments together. They just did well together in the APP tournament. So I'm sure they know each other's games.
Cote saying to himself, oh, it's so there. 5-7-2.
Great job.
A reach by Weinbach.
Just got up a little high. Dave says, thank you. Good night.
Putting the weapon back in the holster.
Yep.
Yeah, that's solid D.
Good hands. Patrick's one of the best resetters you will see. If you need to learn that skill, he's a really good one to watch.
What makes him so terrific, Amy, at the reset?
He's got very, very good soft hands. The paddle he plays with is pretty hot, so for him to be able to take that ball and reset it, and do you see how he kind of sits pretty heavy backhand, and that ball even came to his forehand, but he still chose to take it in that two-handed backhand and just put it back down. See, I do it every time. We do it every time. Again, we cursed him. I'm sorry, Patrick. I'll quit bragging about you, and then I won't mess you up.
It was a good ball by Hostetler, though.
Yes.
Cote was in the transition forward.
Oh, that's
what a stick.
Really pretty.
Stick save into offense from Cote.
And that's what you can do when they're expecting you to reset. But just poke one right through the middle every once in a while. Put a little extra pressure on it. Yeah, John's got to cover that middle ball right there.
6-7-2. Yeah, that's when Hostetler's been most effective.
Yes.
Very patient on that ball. Lets it bounce, studies, delivers.
John even has the gun flick like he's going to put it back in his holster after he makes a good shot. He's going to flick his paddle, reset it.
The eyes of Jose. I think maybe he should add that to his brand, his logo. Have his eyes on top of the Jose. So good.
I like it. Yep.
Have like eyes of a shirt that Aaron Stanger would wear.
Well, one of the sayings where I come from is the eyes of Texas. Jose could be the eyes of Jose. Oh, that's a great ball. Nice
slam.
Yeah, it's really tough to lob any of these guys. They're so quick, and they can jump, and they've got such good overheads. Not an easy task to get it by them. Ooh, that's a nice ball by John. Dave's so quick that they're still trying to figure out who's going to take that middle ball. When Dave's coming in, he's like looking like he still wants to take it, but John's up there, and as you saw right there, that was very effective for the partner who's up to take that ball.
And a break there for Princeton. Get back to that previous Hostetler shot. That ball was really thigh high, and for him to be able to misdirect with the one-hand backhand.
Yep.
Some talent there.
Oops.
Weinbach couldn't get out of the way. He was just inside of the baseline. That appeared to be heading long.
Yeah. Patrick saying, thank you.
Six, 8-1.
Great slice return. That ball never came up. Patrick had to get a little more legs under that ball. Dave's been choosing to return with a slice return as well. Let's see if he does that again. Yeah.
Into the wheelhouse of DeRisi. Kept it low enough. This Princeton team was 10-10 in the regular season. Defeating Indy in the first round yesterday. Just missing wide.
Good eye.
Having another look here. Weinbach questioned it.
That's out.
Yeah,
It's very hard to keep to attack a ball cross court on our little pickleball court and keep it in. If you can be smart enough to let those balls go, if they speed it up and they're at an angle, it's really hard to keep that ball in. Just let it go. Great job by Patrick. Tough skill.
Badger stared down after Patrick tried to beat him down the line. Oh, Weinbach returns the favor with a way out. He heard that from Jose on the prior call.
Little baiting going on.
And Dave glances over to the broadcast booth.
I think he's making sure we're watching him and his antics.
10-6-2. Game point. Instead, we get a side out. Weinbach will get there.
Great lob. Nice.
What a reset.
Great
Gorgeous.
third shot. Drop right there off of his lob retrieval.
Clean winner down the line. DeRisi delivers.
They're just returning the favor to each other on that ball, huh? Because John did it to Jose earlier. Great ball.
Weinbach was looking for the Ernie. Scampers back for the overhead.
Great setup by John there. So that ball down the line, why it can be so effective on a third shot is because when you're the receiving team, the person who's up really wants to help with that middle ball and cover the middle on the next ball. And that leaves their line exposed. If your partner sends their return cross court, you got to stay home. You can't pinch middle.
Oh, perfectly placed by Cote. Slapping that It'll be second serve. Third opportunity at the game point for Austin.
Nice. Great play.
They get it back. Cote and Derisi.
Good shot.
To get the way out.
Way out. I think it's their standing joke with each other.
It's a heck of a get by Jose on the stretch.
Nice.
Reset.
Look how still his body is. That's the other reason he's so good at resetting. Wow, great hands by Patrick. Really good resets. So, again, we talked about his soft hands, but look how still his body and his head are as well. And that's the other reason that he is such a good resetter. He doesn't jump, he doesn't raise up, he keeps his body very low and very still.
He's not still in between the points. But
No.
when he establishes position,
Yes.
it's only that paddle in the hands. Feet, obviously, when he needs it.
They're stepping on each other's feet again.
What's Weinbach talking about here? I know he questioned the previous call.
Yeah, it hit the pole, so it looks like it's a replay. And he and John are stepping on each other a little bit, so they have got to work out that middle ball coverage, which I'm sure they will by game 2. But yeah, replay.
And Cote shares a laugh and a pat on the back for the official. That's nice.
I said I want to ask you what car you're driving, but I said you're a really nice rep. So who are you?
Okay, he didn't agree with that call, is what he's saying. Yeah, he was asking what car he's driving. Does you think that means he's going to go key his car or something? Just having fun with Ron.
A paddle slap.
Oh,
that ball slid off. Never came up for Hostetler, and all of a sudden a game point for the Bruisers. The Ignite has had a few.
10-10.
Timeout. Austin.
What a change. What a comeback here by Princeton.
They were up 10-6. They've had 3 opportunities to wrap up game 1.
7,000 matches. That's only the 3rd time I've done it. It bounced. I called fault because it was It happens.
Okay, so you're getting the explanation.
Yeah, got it. Okay, so Ron was saying that 7,000 matches he's called, and that's the 3rd time that he has missed that one. He called a foot fault, but it actually bounced. And so, as we know, there's not a foot fault when it bounces in the kitchen. And that's really hard for referees, so I totally understand. And Patrick's going to come and argue his point.
Either as this guy, what car he drives, so I can go and scratch his tire. Or I'm just going to ask him if he let Amy borrow his car. She might run into something.
Patrick's going to get you to do his dirty work.
Yeah, not happening.
This official seems to have a good banter with you, Amy. So,
but that is tough, and especially if you make a call and the play goes on, and then you realize that you missed it. You can't go back. So it happens.
Game point.
Great resets.
And the smash from Weinbach as he points towards the Ignite fans in the crowd. They've got to survive another one.
10-10-2.
10-10-2.
Good hands.
That sails deep. It was a gamble to try to lob over Weinbach. Dave couldn't get all of it. And Princeton Bruisers, what a comeback.
What a comeback.
They steal game one, 11-10.
But that's entirely different from what was happening yesterday.
And we are back at the DreamCloud 2024 MPL Championship weekend here at the Pickle Lodge. DreamCloud launched in 2018 as a direct-to-consumer brand. DreamCloud has become the #1 luxury hybrid mattress sold online.
It's like the hot spot now. They've got 2 of them set up here for the players, and everybody's trying to jump on those to relax.
Yeah, I got to get my reservation in for a time slot.
Great balls, everybody. Such good stuff.
What a firefight. Big time entertainment value. Dave Weinbach came over to the desk in between games, said, you know, we want to get this started here this morning hot.
We want good entertainment value.
And they did. Resets by Cote, one after another, and Derisi, it'll net love.
Yep.
Our DreamCloud replay. I unfortunately did not sleep on a DreamCloud last night, and I'm paying for it. But Julian Coffee saving the day. Our other sponsors, Yobo, DEXA Scan, Incrediwear. A lot of Incrediwear around this weekend. Players,
good stuff.
Yeah,
good
players
stuff.
Staying warm, staying safe. Gamma, Ernie, and Fat Tire.
Great
Big
drive.
delivery.
Yeah.
Such acceleration through that ball. The speedy hands of Weinbach.
What little weight he has, he gets all of it through at the same time. Generates a lot of pace.
Well, Derisi and Cote, big comeback at game one, trailing 10-6, faced multiple game points, survived them, and now hoping to take this in 2.
Great job by John there to go get that ball, reset it nicely, and be ready for that counter. A little net love didn't hurt either.
No, it didn't, but why was he so prepared there? Because it looked like Cote caught him in transition. He never able to establish, but kept that paddle out front, right, Amy?
Absolutely. And his positioning, his court positioning was good, even though he was still in transition.
And Cote splitting the opponents there. This tandem works, doesn't it, Cote, Derisi? A lot of fire between these two guys.
Well, they're a really good combination with Jose and the fire and Patrick and the amazing resets and good hands. They've really gelled well this season, and they're a great team, tough to beat.
You know, the Derisi fire, again, getting himself so intense, but it's more directed at the opponent. The Cote commentary is within.
Yes.
It's always, he's talking to himself.
Yes.
It's an interesting combination, this team. Look at that exchange.
Great backhand extension.
Well, I will say Cote and Derisi have been one of the more entertaining teams to watch all year here in 2024.
Absolutely.
ATP defended, but then Hostetler
Really
sliding
nice.
over.
Really nice.
Weinbach wants some love. We'll give it to him.
I do want to explain and go back because I said wrong what happened. We can't hear, of course, but I thought earlier in the first game there was a ball that hit the post is why we had a replay, but it actually was just that Ron missed a violation where he thought that he took it out of the air, but it was actually a ball that bounced, and so that's why there was a let in a replay.
Weinbach screaming, no, let it go. And Hostetler obliged. Weinbach actually trained for the Olympic table tennis team. Decorated player. Both in ping pong and obviously here now
We have
with
a
the
lot
paddle.
of high-quality ping pong or table tennis players here.
Yeah.
I said all season I'd love to see a table tennis little display going on with some of these guys.
Yeah, that would be awesome. You figure Weinbach and Thongvan might hit the finals, and I'd say they would be the top 2 seeds. You got to give Tao the 1 seed, right? He playing professionally in France, and they had a big-time league there. Really
Absolutely.
advanced. Speaking of Tao, he has been one of the most successful players this season.
Yes, very high game percentage wins.
Yeah, you ready for the match win percentage, Tao? 80%, and he's on pod 1.
That's amazing. Yep, great player. And an amazing story. I've got to get, I've talked to him before, but we got to get him over here and hear his story.
He's one of those guys like DeRisi who came in and really worked on their fitness, lost some weight, as did DeRisi. Came in this year looking like he's 32 years old.
Yeah. Fit and trim.
Now Stettler upset with himself there.
Just a little late on that counter.
So we've seen Sperling play with Weinbach. Now Stettler's been a good option too here in Pod 1.
Yes.
That's a nice reach-in punch from Cote. DeRisi prepared, punishing. Five, 2-1, a little bit of danger time here for Austin. Amy?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's still early. You never count either one of these two teams out.
Ooh, another front foot
push-off.
push-off. Dave shaking his head, but as you mentioned, Amy, that's been our most common call here.
Yeah.
Dave checking with us.
It's asking me if we reestablished, but I couldn't see it from that angle.
Yeah, there was it's a good, solid call.
They rarely miss that. The referees do a great job of that push-off call. It just happens a lot, and you don't realize it. It's a great ball.
Yeah.
His footwork is what's so great about that, because he had to totally get out of the way, hit a forehand, and he was completely set and able to get a lot on that ball and get it down.
Yeah, Weinbach said, right here, let's go, John. But they'll have to gain some points on the second serve. The Badger. On the third attempt.
Ooh, got the net. Yeah, that sets Patrick off, talking to himself and sticking his tongue out at Dave. That's tough.
Cote. Yeah, some power displayed there by Patrick, and he's going to leap back to the baseline.
and let Dave know he got him back. Doing a little wiggle over there, a little jig, getting himself going.
When you're the production crew on a Cote match, you just need one camera on Patrick at all times.
I don't know. There's too many personalities out here to cover.
Yeah, good point.
That's a great punch.
You can see the eyes of Cote. He finds that spot and then hits it. Talk about execution.
Yes. Very smart player. It's a
Terrific
good
point.
speed up. He held that really long. And the last two speed ups that Dave has have not been a ton of power. They're more off-pace balls that have been for winners. Good job by John to clear his body and get out of that.
So that time the movement by Weinbach, I think, distracted Cote.
Yeah. Dave's very good at that. he moves all over the place, and it can be distracting.
Dave hasn't gotten him yet with that Ernie, Amy.
Nope.
They
Patrick
took your
is
scouting
ready.
report.
Patrick is ready.
The Yarbrough report. It's got a ring to it.
Wow.
Incredible reset.
Great reset. Again, paddle up and just punches through it. Gets the ball down.
That Daniel Gold over there, he's just shaking his head. He's like, how did you guys do that?
Right?
Weinbach
Great point.
applauds the effort.
Great point.
Cote able to redirect that ball, surprise Weinbach.
Yeah.
They get the ball back to Bruisers.
John was trying to tell him, no, leave it go, but it happens so fast. It's tough to do. Good movement of the ball. Oop, missed that lob.
And again, they get the push off. Weinbach, the head scratcher, literally. Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is, that left foot.
Yeah.
That's where he's been called on it. Weinbach clearly frustrated, but
It's a good call by Ron.
yeah, they've all been accurate. Ron's right on it.
You don't feel it. You're not aware of it. But yeah, his left foot was completely in the kitchen. So
And
that's
why,
the right call.
That's why Cote's going back to it over and over again, because Weinbach has been called for that numerous times.
Yeah. We'll let Dave know next time he looks over here at us. Yes, right call.
Yep. And we talk about the big dudes, the tall guys with the big puppies. You look at Weinbach; he's got big feet. Maybe that's one of the reasons the Badger.
We got a timeout. Yeah, your left foot is completely in the kitchen. Yep, pushing off.
Yeah, Dave coming over said, "Are those good calls?" Amy confirming.
Yep. Good calls. Like again, those referees don't miss that push-off call. They do a very good job. But as a player, you don't even recognize it, because you're trying to drop step in order, you don't want to backpedal. So you got to drop step first. So it happens very often.
Yeah, there it is.
Good job by the camera crew.
Right.
Thanks for showing us.
Yeah, these guys are terrific. Brad Evenson over there getting the photos, all the great images for the National Pickleball League. We'll look at those duper ratings again. And, from what we've seen from DeRisi and Cote, that is not a fair percentage right there.
Very surprising.
Right? I mean,
very surprising.
DeRisi and Cote have been one of the best Pod 1 tandems all season long. They've been consistent. Nine, 3-2. Ignite need a side out. They get it.
Great put away there.
Championship weekend here. The top 4 teams getting the morning off. They get nice breakfast in them, a little warm up, and they'll be back this afternoon for the semifinals.
Yeah, amazing that it played out exactly as predicted, right? But not almost. It was a big difference.
Yeah, we had a few almost,
Yeah.
right? Including this Bruiser team, who nearly knocked off the heavy favorite, the 1 seed Boca Raton Picklers. Up 4-2 in the team battle at one point. Kim Karjas Chris. I don't know why I
Joining
call you.
us, we have a special guest.
Chris.
Hi, guys.
Gonna join us.
Chris,
Oh,
great to see you.
This has been
Thank
such a
you.
battle, Chris.
We just finished. This is first time running over.
Okay.
We had a battle ourselves.
Yeah, how did it finish out?
We finished up 11-8 in the third. We won.
Congratulations.
So it was a great match.
Great match.
Congrats, Chris.
This looks like a barn burner here.
Yeah, over here, the
First game?
Austin was up 10-6, and the Bruisers came back and won the first match 12-10.
11-10.
And
11-10.
Yes,
Yeah.
sorry. And now we're
9-3.
sitting at 9-3, yes.
We got any banter going between the
Yeah,
boys?
we've had
Slightly.
quite a few push-off calls
Okay.
that Dave is not happy about, but they were actually very good calls. We've had a little bit of middle ball mix-up here, and so the Princeton is doing a very good job of exposing that. Let's put it that way. Great resets by
Yep.
John.
Looks
Just
like they're
too much.
on defense
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
That is it. DeRisi and Cote, too strong. Come back in the first, in command in the second. What a way to start the day, huh? Terrific match.
Absolutely. And Chris, why have you here? We've been sharing your story.
Great.
Love that we got to interview you. Love the pink balloons. And so do you have anything else you can add
Well,
right now to everything going on with breast cancer awareness?
Today, if you see the girls, Austin girls, we are wearing the pink.
Yes.
Black shirts, pink skirts. So we brought out our pink today, and John Sperling's got some pink socks and pink shorts. So I'm sure you guys will see that later.
Nice.
But it was a great honor for us, for the NPL, for the second year in a row, to honor breast cancer and also give to the Susan Komen Fund. I mean, it's just great for the awareness. And we hope,
Yes.
in the future years to spread, every cancer and
Yes.
move it around.
Absolutely. But since it's October and this is the time that we get to talk about that, it's so nice to have and hear all of your stories. I know we're going to have Kim Jade's story coming up next. We ran your story yesterday, but we'll run it some
Great.
more. But just, as a breast cancer survivor, what does it mean to you guys to be able to share the word and let people know? Because I know all of these ladies are willing and want to talk to you if you are going through this. You all expressed how important it is to, rely on your family and your friends.
And to me also, this awareness is, I hope everyone gets checked and gets checked early. That's how mine was caught, by not the mammogram, but the ultrasound. So I had a very efficient doctor, so I really believed in her, and she caught it at an early stage. So I think early detection is really important.
Yeah.
Some people kind of maybe ignore their health sometimes, but it is the most important thing in our lives.
Absolutely.
And so to be proactive with your health and getting checked. So I hope this makes people aware. I hope at least one person leaves here, sees the pink, and says, I need to make my mammogram check.
Yes, or even the self-exams, because I know
Absolutely.
some of our stories from the ladies were self-exams is how they caught
Yes.
what they have. So, and then last thing, again, remind people about where they can donate and where they can make a contribution to help.
Yeah, the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Fund, make a donation. I think they're putting it in our names. So I think there's a QR code, and that we appreciate everything.
Awesome. Great. Well, we do have a video that's going to lead in next. But, Chris, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Amy.
And we will keep spreading the word.
Okay, thank you.
Chris, I was hear a little bit of your story, which makes me cry because I know more of your story. But if you can share a little bit about your diagnosis. Yeah. My diagnosis was 2017, stage 1, and I had a lumpectomy. My mom had passed away of cancer at 51, and she had a doctor, an older doctor, that had missed the lump, so she had found it out herself. And that's what we were told as she went through this. We wish you had a different doctor. But that's in the past. So I was checked regularly starting at 35 or 40, and I was told I had dead breasts. And so got a great doctor, got checked, very active. I was coaching, go, go, go. I didn't want to stop. And all of a sudden I go, and the doctor I had, because of my high risk liability, was the owner of the practice. And the mammogram was fine, and I get a call from her, and she's like, "Chris, your ultrasound." And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "One of dense breasts, but, I see something." She's like, "Let's do another one." So I do another one right here, and I'm like, and her name is Camilla, and I swear she saved my life. I wrote her a letter right after.
Hey, don't you?
And she found it on an ultrasound.
Yeah.
I feel very lucky to have a doctor.
Yeah.
Like, reach out to your friends. Don't hide. I know sometimes people want to hide it and be tough, but reach out. I know what happened to me about 6 months ago for my next checkup. I had the same doctor. She came in and she's like, "Well, you got to do an ultrasound again." And my heart sank. I was like, "What? Again? It's coming back." So every time I have to go back, I have that anxiety. I don't know about you guys. Every time I go back, every 6 months, I have that anxiety. But have that great support staff. Luckily, we went through the tests again. I was there for 3 hours. Had 2 more ultrasounds, and I was like, it's gonna happen again. But luckily, it was like a lymph node. I had been sick, and it just had gotten swollen on. So that was, but you need people. You need each other.
They want to help.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. And Chris, let me follow up with that. How long after you're cured, right? They say you're cancer free.
Yes.
How many years do you have to follow up where you still go in that office scared to death that it's back?
I think they're ever. I think they're ever.
Yeah.
I don't think there's I was just got off tamoxifen. It was my 6th year, so I got off of it in December. And this was the next checkup after it. And I was like, "Oh, I just got off the medicine. I've got it again." All those fears go through your head.
Yeah.
All those demons. So you have to have a strong mental attitude.
Hi guys, welcome back. I'm going to get to talk to the Princeton Bruisers who just pulled off a great match to get us started first thing in the morning. Patrick, it was good of you to join us. We were a little worried about you pulling in last minute, my friend. How do you get going when you're like, woke up late, and
Right.
here I've got to play first thing.
Well, the good thing about pickleball is I think we warm up a few minutes and then we feel like we're ready to go. And even when you do normally just a regular reg game, you know, you don't really care. You're like, oh, that's fine. I can blow the first game and just a warm-up game type thing.
Okay.
Coming in the scenario where there's a tournament, you don't want to do that. So that's definitely, you know, not a good thing. But again, we're so used to getting going right away that it's as long as I'm a little awake mentally, then physically it can follow.
Takes a few points, but
Okay, so did you ever have a doubt? Were you like worried that he wasn't going to be able to turn it on so quick, or you were good?
no, I know Patrick is like doesn't need. I think some people do need a lot of warm up. So when we play tournaments or here, MPL, we don't need too much time. And actually, I prefer to play maybe 10, 15 minutes. Not people play. Some people play for 45 minutes.
Okay.
I would rather, you know, keep my body like for the longer run than I don't need to play as much.
Jose, you guys have become a great team together, and it's just working. The chemistry's working. Can you tell everybody why that's happening? What do you think is making you two so successful as a doubles team?
We're both crazy in a little way, so that helps us. We are, forgiving of each other when we have a little lapses. That's one, but that's part. I think chemistry was working from the very beginning, and that was very good. Patrick and I knew of each other, but we never played with each other, and that chemistry grew. That is a huge part, and I would say it's a huge part because it allows you to, when you have a timeout or when things are not going well, to have a very direct and actionable conversation, not whining about things, but just a direct conversation. Actionable, let's do this. Can you cover middle? Let's go to the guy. Let's do this. So we have 1 minute. It's not a lot of time.
Yeah.
Chemistry allows you to be very precise. Also, second, we see the game very similarly. Even though we play, our styles are very different and are complementary, which is a great thing for us. But we see the game the same way. So that is very good because we can point to each other things that are not doing very well. So we bring us back to the game. I don't know if you agree with.
Oh, absolutely. So, when you ask that question, for me, I go straight to this. It's like a lot of players play pickleball and they talk about strategy so much, which is critical. But I always say to my players that I teach, I say, hey, by the way, quality of shots is actually number one. You can have the best strategy, but if you don't hit your shots good, you're going to eat it, right?
Yeah.
So you have to have a good placement and good quality of shots overall, and that's what makes our team really good is we're playing just a nice, smooth, low ball, and when we get some attack, this guy can put it away like no other. So we're setting up our points smooth with quality, and unless you're going to come back to really good quality with us, we're going to take you down.
Yeah. And well, you guys were behind in the first game, 6-10, and you came back and ended up winning 11-10. So just great composure, great comeback. I got to go to you, Patrick, for a second because you made me look good, buddy. I had just talked about that the previous match you guys played, I remember that Dave had completed a couple of Ernies on you. And I said that we talked about that afterwards, and I was like, okay, I want to see you Ernie him back a few times. But you actually came in with a very different strategy against protecting yourself on the Ernie. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Well, I played with Dave, a couple of weeks ago, and as we were partner, I know the things he does super well. And of course, from the other time I've played against him, I know he loves the Ernie. So my opinion is always like I wish we didn't allow the Ernie in the first place. But now at least I've wised up, being more wise about it.
Yeah.
And so it's harder to Ernie me anymore because I knew to shoot a ball in center. I know if somebody Ernies, I can either hit them or lob them. So I'm starting to feel like I have several options, and I know Dave's going to do it because, he's going to, he feeds off of that. It just fuels his fire. If he can Ernie you and you give it, it's like you're feeding the beast, and it's not a good thing. So you got to not do that. Yeah. And I know, and, I could accomplish that, and that felt amazing because I love Dave and I love playing against him. I feel like it's a great challenge. So
brings the fire.
If I play Dave Weinbach, I'll be on my A game and excited as can be.
Okay, Jose, I'm going to put you on the spot. Okay, forgive me, friend, but I'm going to ask you this anyway. So you tend to get a little riled up sometimes when something maybe doesn't go as you want it to. Tell me a little bit about what's going on in there that you Do you feel like something that somebody says or somebody does is what lights you up and it's hard to let it go? Or what's going on in Jose Durisi's mind?
So I would say for the most part, I use it for myself. There's no trigger event. I think trigger event is like when I see the time when I want to get like clutch moments. So we are all different, and I think for me, the level of energy, it's very important. If I play at high levels of energy, I play better. Some players at high levels of energy, they miss, they get erratic. I need some high levels of energy because it brings me focus and sharpness. I play better, so that's how I use it for myself. It's not about the opponents for the most part. And sometimes some people say something, and I'm fine continuing the conversation in those ways. Look,
does that happen at home too, or is that just on the court?
No. I always lose at home in those battles. So I try to bring them here once in a while. Here I win.
Okay.
That's why he battles hard here.
Yeah,
it doesn't work at home. He's like, I'm going to go battle at pickleball today.
Okay. Well, guys, I'd love to have your opinion. We got a great match coming up here next on center court. We have Seattle and Coachella Valley. And can you guys give me your thoughts on this match?
Well,
here's the win probability.
It looks like Gingrich is not playing. He must be hurt a little bit. So, of course, that's going to probably hurt him a little bit. I like Svensson is super smooth. And actually, John Reedy is I think he's exceptionally good. He's played pot 2, maybe some pot 3, but he's got a wicked serve with his crazy slice, and you're just not sure what he's going to do. So he's actually got a really nice game. So I think it'd be a good game, but of course, probably Seattle's are, again with the statistic that they're supposed to win that.
Yeah, I agree. I think Seattle on paper, it's the favorite, and if I have to bet, I would go with Seattle, but I expect a very good match.
Okay. And guys, what place are you expecting the Princeton Bruisers to finish this weekend? What's your goal?
I think the best we could do is 5th right now, which is sad because we were on fire yesterday. We were doing really
so
good.
Close.
The Boca's ladies are really, really very, very strong. They came out with their A game, and they were behind, so they fought for their lives, and they got it done. But it came down to the wire, and
it was
a great performance and a great match.
That would have been a huge knockoff. Yeah. It's actually, I think you guys beat them in most of the double matches. It's the mixed matches that they ended up winning.
We started 4-1 up.
Yes, good start.
We were there, but they play great. But I love it. It was like 7-5.
Yeah.
Very close.
Yeah, really close.
We had a lot of matches to 3 games. A couple 11-10 in the third that we lost, so it was there. But good luck, Boca.
Yeah, yes. Well, great match to get us started this morning. Thank you for all the coaching tips we have going on, and we'll see you again in here soon, okay?
All right, awesome. Thank you for having us here.
Thank you very much, Amy.
All right, we're going to throw it back to Ari to let him get us going for this next match.
15 seconds.
Thank you, guys.
On my left, Coachella Valley. On my right, Seattle United. 2 out of 3 format. Game 1. Time in 0-0-2. Side out.
Side out to begin this one. There's a good look at Dave Furman for Seattle United Pickleball. Playing with Stefan Andren. Absorbing the heat, and it's Reedy. Connecting. So John Reedy stepping in for Dane Gingrich, who is nursing that sore knee. There's Dane looking on in the back. Reset by Andren. Furman will get that. But Coachella Valley, relentless pressure. Couple of side outs to begin this match. Coachella Valley. They were an upset victim yesterday, falling to OKC. The Punishers playing a superb match, welcoming back Beth Bellamy, Tommy Ho, Paul Olin, strong up top. And after defeating Coachella Valley, that led some of us to believe that OKC may continue their run against a Houston Hammer team who was down at the final event of the regular season. But Hammers really bounced back strong, and they will be playing later today in the semifinals against the 2-seed Columbus Hotshots.
One, zero, one. Second serve.
John Reedy ready for Seattle United Pickleball.
Yes.
They pick up a routine victory in their opening round over Naples. And then we're up on Denver, I believe 6-5. The Iconics were able to force the team breaker. Seattle jumped out in front. The team breaker 4-0. But the Iconics too strong in the middle in their lines. And then finished it with a Danny Warfel strike down the middle to win the team breaker.
Second serve. Zero, one, two.
0-1-2. They'll let that fly deep. Morning action. These teams all hoping to battle up to that 5th place finish, where there is $3,200 available to that 5th place team. Andren right down the middle for a winner.
Two, zero, one.
Little flick speed up by Staffan, the Swede from Stockholm. Andren resides in Portland, Oregon. And deep serve right off the edge of the baseline. Reedy says, nice serve. Have a look at Staffan's serve here. Open stance. Really swings that body and hip through. Oh, what a direction by Svensson. As the two Swedes battling.
4-0-2.
Andren the hold. Kind of kept Coachella Valley guessing as he kind of come drop. And then he brings the heat. Right on the line, ATP. Reedy able to save it. Svensson again. That's coming back. Exceptional. And that one is the one to finish. Furman and Andren just applaud the defensive effort, as does the crowd.
1 minute.
What a battle by the Scorpions to stay in it. Dane Gingrich will have a word with his team. Dane's done quite a bit of coaching this year, nursing that injury. DreamCloud replay here. One after another, they are able to get back. The DreamCloud 2024 NPL Championship weekend here at the Pickle Lodge.
15 seconds. Receivers, no timeouts remaining. Servers, 1 timeout.
Bob McCarthy of DreamCloud was nice enough to visit with us yesterday.
Time in, 6:02. Side out.
So side out, and again, we want to thank all of our sponsors. They have been fantastic all season long, including Yobo, Dexascan, Gearbox, Incrediware, Gamma Pickleball, Ernie,
062.
Julian Coffee Roasters, thank you, Ken, Fat Tire, the beer of the NPL. Great interview, Amy, Derisi, and Cote. Almost
Never a lack of words
right?
in that conversation.
They're quite an interview as well as a tandem.
Yes.
6-1-1.
6-1-1 here. Seattle a heavy favorite in this one. We've seen some entertaining points. Scorpions, terrific effort thus far.
It's a great dink by Johan to get the ball down to Stefan's backhand. You got to keep it low with these two twin towers.
What a strike that was by Furman. And I was just going to ask you, what is the trick against Andren and Furman? Because we've seen at times these two may possibly be the most formidable team to play against. And then other times they become neutralized.
I think that in order to, these guys have obviously huge reach, a lot of power. Dave's going to create a lot off of his serve. So you have to be able to drop really good thirds and keep your dinks very low and penetrating. You got to make these big guys bend and lift. And that's how they've been able to at least get on the board there. But yeah, you're going to have to be able to handle their power. And it's really hard to be a good resetter and keep the ball down when the ball's just coming at you with a lot of velocity. So it's going to be a tough one.
Heavy serve by Andren. Nice quick movement by Reedy.
Really good hands there, yeah.
Now, you talked about making Andren bend, and he is kind of the elastic man, even though he's a good, what, 6'4", you think? And
yeah, but he's very committed to stretching and yoga and keeping his body in good shape. But still, overall, tall men don't really love to have to bend and take balls down at their feet.
20-plus years of yoga for Andren.
And that's what happens. You just feel so pressed to keep the ball low and not give them a ball they can take out of the air that it's hard to keep it out of the net. Some pretty cross-court dinking here.
Until that one.
Yep,
but
worked out for Johan.
Absolutely right.
Those are the points that California's going to have to win. That's what they want to get into.
3-9-2.
To have a chance in this game.
Nice drop by Reedy, and he'll deliver some of those tricky spins, as Jose and Patrick commented. Left-handers have a tendency to do that, and he keeps you guessing.
Just missed it. A lot of spin on that slice.
9-4-1.
9-4-1. Keep you updated on the team battle.
Great reach. Great reach by Reedy. Really nice.
Well, Naples tied with Oklahoma City early. 2 wins apiece. Keep an eye on that.
Set, serve, side out.
Another serve error. These guys are all going for big serves, which is smart. Great drop. Great drop. Getting them on the switch.
5-9-1.
Noise throughout the Pickle Lodge starting to build. And it's going to get loud here this afternoon, that's for sure. Semi-final action. Good lead there by Reedy.
Again, good grinding by Johan just to keep that ball in play, keep that ball down. He's putting some great dinks to Dave's backhand.
That is in.
Got it.
What a drive here. We'll have another look. Enough spin and shape there to keep it in right on the line.
Sure was. Great shot by Johan.
7-9-1.
There you see the team battle. So a big match here for Seattle United and a heavy favorite here on center court.
7-9-2. Side out.
Coachella Valley, nice run to get right back in it here in game one.
9-7-1.
9-7-1. It was 9-3 a moment ago. And now we've got a game point.
10-7-1.
Ooh, Undren upset with himself. He got a ball to work with.
10-7-2.
Johan was like, oh, thank goodness he missed that.
A well-placed off-speed from Furman. And Seattle takes game one, 11-7.
You are. All right. Good. Game two, time in, 0-0-2. Point.
Yeah, we get a Seattle point off of the initial serve here in the second.
0-2.
And they make him hit yet another shot. Seattle thought they had that point won multiple times. We take a look at the DreamCloud replay.
0-1-1.
Coachella Valley, they have been scrappy.
Point.
That appears to be the formula. Keep scrapping, grinding, forcing Seattle United to hit that extra shot.
Great defense by these guys.
Absolutely.
One, two. Side out.
Tough ball by Dave there. They're sticking with that cross-court angle between Johan and Dave. Seems to be a favorite pattern.
Reedy able to create some space for himself with that left-handed swing. Very ambidextrous is John as well. He says he plays golf from both sides.
Wow.
Hits the irons lefty and then the woods righty.
Oh my goodness. That's a little messed up. That's pretty amazing.
ATP.
There's that long reach and long arms. Stefan just barely has to reach out there to hit an ATP. Really nice.
Gorgeous. That was a clinic put on by Antron. The shaping the two-hander, he went to the one-hander, and then found the ATP.
Ooh.
And closes there quickly. Gets the edge of the paddle of Johan.
4-1-2. 1 minute.
So timeout. Scorpions, they take it early here. Down 4-1-2 in the second.
Yeah, I think that's smart. When you lose 3-4 points in a row, it's a great time to call a timeout, reset, just try to change something.
And you have the author of Pickleball Mindset in your corner over there to help you with strategy.
I'm sure they're missing him not being on the court, but at least they have him to help get some coaching tips.
Seconds. See, there's no timeouts remaining.
Yeah, Dane, part of a couple of really good matches here on Championship Court yesterday.
Time in. 4-1-2.
Oh. Johan wants that one back. That ball was a little high.
Yeah, he chose to straddle the no volley zone. Create a different angle.
Side out. One, 5-1.
1-5-1.
Point. 2-5-1.
2-5-1 with Svensson serving. And we welcome in a guest from Seattle United.
Thank you for having me.
Natasha, good to see you. And your side doing well in this one on center court.
Got the Twin Towers over there on your team.
Yeah, we do.
Yep.
Yeah, nice finish. Yes. Great finish by Stefan. Yes.
So Natasha Linton with us. What's going on throughout the Pickle Lodge, Natasha, for your team, Seattle United?
I don't know our score for the battle. I don't think we're up.
Yeah, I think it's 2-1 last update, but
2-1.
in command here, Natasha,
Good.
with your number 1
Yeah.
team out here.
Come on.
Did you just come off the court?
I did. Can
How'd
you
it
see
go?
the beads of sweat on my head? It was a tough match. We lost into Krishan and Kim Jade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strong team. We're all gunning for it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
After our tough team breaker yesterday.
Yes.
And Natasha, what was the mindset of the team coming in after that tough team breaker defeat to Denver yesterday?
Yeah, it took a little bit to process. We had a nice team dinner last night, and then yeah, just get good rest. I put my feet up on the wall. I had to let some energy flow down. It's a lot of hours on your feet.
Talk to us a little bit about the pressure this weekend versus all the other weekends. Does it feel different or does it feel the same?
For me, it feels the same.
Okay.
Yeah, yesterday was probably, I was more fired up, for sure. We really wanted to push through and make it to today in the winner's bracket. But yeah, it was kind of like back to a regular weekend today.
Gotcha.
Back at it, yeah.
Second serve.
This facility is great.
It is.
Yeah, the Pickle Lodge, really like it. Great format.
2-8-2. Seattle United 12-8 in the regular season, Natasha. Seattle United appears to be one of the teams having the most fun out here throughout the 2024 season.
I feel so. Yeah, I love our team. I love the friendships that I've been able to develop throughout the season. We're just starting to really get to know each other, and it's been great. I am one of 2 who are on the East Coast on our team. The rest are more West Coast based.
So if they pick you for the early matches, Natasha, you got to play all the 7:30 matches for it.
Because you don't have the big time change that a lot of these guys are coming in with.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Great battle. Yeah, and that might change next year. But we'll see.
What's your favorite thing about the NPL? Is it the relationships that you're forming?
I think so. Yeah, there's just meeting people from everywhere. And, you know, I come here and I get to completely geek out on pickleball all weekend. And I'm so happy to do that. My family is happy that I get this outlet because I don't get to, like, take it all out on them because they see me watching enough pickleball. No more Real Housewives. It's all pickleball. Oh, here we go.
Seattle United.
Natasha Linton applauding her team as Stefan Andren and David Furman wrap it up. An impressive performance against a feisty, gritty Coachella Valley team. But Furman and Andren too good.
Yeah.
They win it. Natasha,
Solid.
any more thoughts about your team and closing this out? You guys hoping to capture that 5th place now with some money on the line.
Yeah. We're hoping for 5th place. We're pushing through as much as we can, trying to get it done. This win will definitely help us. So we're heading in a good direction. Yeah.
All right, great to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank
Good luck
you.
in your mixed match.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Natasha Linton, we'll be back for more here on Center Court.
Gearbox introduces the all-new CX-14 Ultimate Power with SST Core. All-new power band technology, delivering controlled, effortless power. All technology, every shot.
Less is more, unless it's less beer.
Fat tire.
Hi, welcome back. I'm with the Twin Towers, and we're going to try to get stuff on in the picture, but he's just barely above, so maybe the guys can help me out. I don't know. So then, there we go. All right, put me on a ladder. Put me on a ladder.
Right here. Come on in.
Yeah, not on this side.
Okay, now I can chat with these two. Awesome. All right, guys, congratulations.
Thank you.
Great win early in the morning. I first wanted to ask you guys, yesterday you had a tough battle with Denver.
Yeah.
And ended up in a team breaker. So
our third team breaker. Every match with them was a team breaker.
They've been
with
our
them?
nemesis this season. Yeah, I think we played them 3 times.
Correct.
Lost 5-7, and then
wow,
2 team breakers in a row. Yeah.
Okay, so obviously tough match. We're all here to win, right? We want to be in the winners bracket. So how do you? After that, yesterday, you come back, you have to play this morning, and you know the best you can do is 5th, right? So how do you guys as a team come together, talk through that, and be ready to give 100% today?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have to look at just the match you're going to play. So maybe less focus on, the tournament or the MPL league overall, and just, go out there and, I mean, we all want to win, so we also want to win our matches. So maybe the focus shifts a little bit from a placement at MPL 2024 to I want to beat those guys.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's a good way to look at it. Dave, what do you think? How do you do that?
I think mentally, it's a long weekend. I mean, everyone's body starts to hurt a little bit, and you got to fight. I think instead of looking at 5th place, you think, okay, 5th place is our first place, and that's your goal. That's what you're fighting. We're all here as a team, and everyone's putting that effort into it. We have a great team, great spirit, great attitude, and everyone goes out fighting every day, regardless of the injuries, regardless of the obstacles that we all face. So it's
cold, flu, whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you gotta work through in a long weekend, like you said, and it's even longer this weekend. 3 days.
Right.
Yeah, and we had 2 matches yesterday. Coachella actually only had 1 match yesterday.
Yes, that's right.
So, and our match in Denver was very, very grueling. Yeah. It was I think almost every match went to 3. It was a long, hard day. So, yeah, body's definitely feeling it.
Yeah. So, first of all, I got to say, being this tall would be amazing.
Isn't it nice?
My gosh. Look at all the things I could do if I was up this high. I'm so jealous. But tell us a little bit about you, and how do you and Dave bring your best game? Obviously, what are your strengths? I think I know them, but I would like you to voice your opinion. What are you going to bring?
Well, I mean, I know you're going to say, well, we got the reach, we got the height. I think in my opinion, our 2 biggest strengths are we can both play both sides. And that gives us so many options. So we can stay straight up. We can continue to switch to give our opponents a different look. We can also then, if we find a matchup we like, we can stick with that because we have that ability.
Yeah.
That, I think, for me is number 1. Number 2 is we just have a lot of fun on court. It's always very lighthearted. We crack jokes. It's, we got that sarcasm, that self-deprecating humor going on, and it just works for both of us.
Right. I mean,
so
if
I would
only
say those are my top 2.
And I would definitely, the weakness is if English wasn't both our second or third languages, maybe we'd be able to communicate better.
Right.
Yeah,
that's our biggest weakness.
There you go.
We speak poorly, but a lot.
I feel like, Dave, what do you think as far as, you guys both have big serves. You come in and you can create a lot of pressure with the serves. In your opinion, what is okay if you're going for a big serve but you miss one every once in a while? What's your ratio where you feel like it's worth it?
Yeah, I think, 1 out of every, probably, if you miss, at the beginning when you're practicing big serves, you're going to miss a lot more. But when you get into the matches, I think 1 out of every 10, I don't think is a big deal, because I think you're going to get at least 3 or 4 other maybe shorter returns, missed returns, and I think those percentages work out pretty well in the favor.
Exactly, yeah.
And especially when you have a partner also who has a very strong drive and a very nice, third shot. It doesn't have to.
Me?
Well, no, I was speaking to you on my behalf.
Right.
Again, the banter.
Yeah. No, but yeah, absolutely. In my opinion, I don't think people use the serve as a weapon enough. And I've said it before. I coach. It's the one thing I will, repeat over and over again. There's only one shot in this sport that you have full control of, and that's the serve. Maximize it.
Yeah, and I think sure, it means big serve maybe, but really the whole point of the serve is to get a weak return.
Yeah.
That's it, you know, or a miss, right?
And what does that do for you?
Well, I mean, and that's always sets up, you know, an easy third, and you can then take command of the point, right? But getting a weak return doesn't necessarily mean a big serve. It just means it's different for different players, right? It depends on the court. If you have no space behind the baseline, yeah, go deep, go hard, right? You know, some players like pace and can tee off of that and get a deep return. If you then hit like a softer or a slice or a lob, those same players might struggle with that. It's about variety, I think, is key to a good serve. And then figuring out, you know, what's from a particular opponent is going to give you the weakest return.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's a very good point. Don't just because you have a big serve, don't use that for every single serve. Have it in your arsenal.
Okay, so you both agreed, mix it up.
Absolutely.
Totally. It's all about
mix up it's the same thing. Mix up locations. You don't want to serve in the same spot every time.
Yeah.
You want to give different looks.
Yeah.
Different
Keep them
spins,
guessing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's
don't
great.
Don't give him any groove. Don't let him get in the groove.
Okay. Yeah. Great tip. What do you know about the new carbon paddles that are coming out?
Yeah, I've just tried the very latest version of it, the True Form. I haven't played with it enough to be able to switch. I had one with me here.
Really?
I got it approved, but I need to go back to the lab and play with it a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It feels solid. You know, every carbon paddle is solid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to really give it a go and see if I'll switch to it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Dave, can you help me introduce this next match we have coming up? It is going to be a battle between Austin and Princeton.
Yeah.
Some 4 very experienced, knowledgeable players out there. What are you picking?
I'll stay neutral. I don't know.
All right.
I really don't know. I think this is going to be a great match. It's really, I think it's a 50-50 here. I think Jose lately, I think, has been playing fantastic.
Yeah.
Dave Weinbach obviously is a very skilled and veteran player. Him and Chris Carr just play a lot. Chris is very great defensive player. Dave covers a lot of the court.
Yeah.
You got Christine, who also brings a very offensive game on the women's side. And I think it'll be a very boisterous match.
It looks like the duper probability just slightly gives the edge to the Austin Ignite team.
What's interesting with this match is how different the playing styles of the 2 women are, right? You have Chris Cargis, who is just a wall, gets everything back, right?
Yes.
And then you have, you know, Christy, who has got a lot of power, you know, and can challenge the guy. So it couldn't be more difference. I think it's going to come down to the women.
Okay.
You know.
Usually they hit a few more balls than the guys do in the mixed match, right?
They do.
Yeah, and the guy has to figure out how to get in there. So, hey, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks, guys, for joining me and giving all the great tips. And, man, I'm so jealous.
Good to see
I
you
love
up
this
here.
meal.
Amy, if I can give you one tip,
yes.
Get taller.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. Back to you, Ari.
Underway here, Princeton and Austin. What a save by the Badger. The Badger says, I got it. Goes with the heat rather than the reset. And hit it deep. Princeton leading the team battle 4-2.
Second serve.
There you see upper right corner, Naples OKC locked up at 2, Seattle Coachella Valley as well. And same with KC and Indy, so very even play here this morning from Cincinnati with the semis coming after lunch. Oh, Weinbach, he makes everybody laugh. First he says, hit it to Cargis, and then he says, don't you dare touch it. When he noticed it might go wide, he glances over here. We hear you, Dave. That's why Weinbach should be mic'd up when he's out on the court. ATP, the Badger Claw.
One, 0-1.
Nice shape by Karjas. Weinbach all the way over there. Held it. Then stung it
2-0-1.
at Jose. All right. The advice is to hit it this time. What a reset by Chris. Can she get there? A little late. Great hustle by Karjas.
You have 2. Are you over there? Okay. 2-0-2.
4-2 Princeton in the team battle. 5th place on the line. As all the morning matches competing for that slot.
0-2-1.
0-2-1. What a save by Karjas, but Jose was there to finish. Appears to be one of the primary strategies for the Bruisers here is to lob over Karjas' head. Yeah, she could have been in that interview with you, Amy, there with the Giants. That's why I stayed out of there, you know, because
yeah, that felt really cool.
I would have needed a phone book myself, I think.
With him. Thanks to the guys for bringing in that ladder for
what
me,
ladder?
which I needed.
The 6'3" Amy Yarbrough. You would have been an All-American at Baylor, and you were a terrific point guard for the Baylor Bears.
I probably would
Former
not have been a
hooper.
point guard at 6'3".
6'3".
Yeah.
You would have been a household name.
How amazing would that be?
Great job. Great idea by our crew. And
yeah,
that was hilarious.
1, 2, 2. Oh, I'm using hand signals.
Amy
When the hand
Yarbrough.
goes down, that's it.
Standing on, what rung were you on the ladder? Is it the 3rd or the?
At least 2. It might have been 3, but I think 2. Yeah. But just to have that feel of, oh my gosh, you see the world totally different. Great defense. Oh.
Now, you and I thinking, you know, as former basketball players, gosh, if I was that tall, I could have dunked.
Yes, exactly.
Posted down low.
How amazing. We could hit some shots in pickleball that we can't hit now. Totally different.
Second serve. Two, 1, 2.
Oh.
Yeah, that's in. You hear the Badger say, yeah, before it bounced. He knew it was good.
That's tough ball. It's, you know, I like it that Jose let that go because a lot of times those are going to sail, but clearly in. Good shot by Dave.
Yeah, Dave didn't get all of it. That's wide.
Point.
What do you think of the assessment of Andren comparing Damaraki to Karjas? You played against both. He feels that, you know, Christie much more aggressive.
Yeah,
but she's also so solid defensively, Amy.
Yeah, honestly, when she plays mixed, she does a great job of just keeping the ball in play, dinking the ball in order to let Jose to get in there. So, and I also feel like Chris Karjas is becoming, you know, she's really worked on that aggressive side of her game, and she's bringing it. So, yeah, I think the ladies are more even than that, actually. they both are very capable to do both roles.
Jose and Christy, they're in their corner. Good look in. Mark says, yeah, I got it.
So basically the women are going to have to handle, the guys are going to be firing at them all day. And ladies, unfortunately, if you don't like that, don't play mixed, because that's what's going to happen. You have to be able to handle the pressure and the drives and the speed ups, because most of them are coming at you.
One timeout.
And they know that, right? And then guys, it's, you know, they've got to work really hard to get in there and figure out which ball they can come in and take. And these ladies are smart enough to know they're going to have to put some balls behind the guys to keep them out of the middle. And so we'll see all of that. It's a great shot by Christy. Got Dave to come way over and then attacked him on the outside and got what she wanted.
1-5-1.
The determination of Damaraki, part of the Indy Driver Championship team last year.
Second serve.
Car just looking sharp in that pink and black with the Breast Cancer Awareness Initiative here all weekend. What an inspiration she is.
Absolutely. Smart to go behind Jose. And now Christy's doing the same.
Side out.
Interesting
She's ready.
speed up there on a slice. Up high, Amy.
To her forehand down her line. And she had her paddle up. She just overswung, missed that one in the net. You really got to be nice and compact. Everything in front. Just like that.
Second serve.
Quick hands by Jose. The eyes of Darisi.
Yeah. And really, I think Christy's focus matches Jose's. I mean, she is all business out there.
Side out.
Good dink to his backhand. Again, pushing that guy out of the middle.
The movement of Darisi distract Weinbach there, you think?
1-5-1.
Possibly.
Oh, that's just too solid from the Badger.
It's a great counter.
In Damaraki's wheelhouse,
Really
she hit it
nice.
well.
Good hands by Dave.
Side out.
Another good counter.
Badger telling Darisi no go zone there.
Yep. With the finger swag. No, no, no.
5-1-1.
Watch out.
Great point.
Big let's go from the Badger.
Great point. Good hands by everybody out there.
Badger like pointing in all different directions of the crowd. He knows where everybody is, doesn't he?
6-1-1. Second serve.
See the fans smiling. That's pure entertainment out here.
He loves to entertain.
Side out.
Oh, really skipped on Chris
Yeah,
there, didn't it?
It never came up.
The Karchis recipient of an award Thursday night, Amy.
Yes, Leadership Award. Very good choice in Chris and Scott Fliegelman.
Point.
You know, Karchis, not only was she a tennis standout at University of Kentucky, an All-American there, but she was the winner of the Southeast Conference, the SEC Sportsmanship Award as a senior.
So cool. Doesn't surprise me a bit. That's just who she is.
Second serve.
Grew up in,
great person, great coach.
Tough town of Joliet, Illinois, home of the Blues Brothers.
Second serve.
But, you know, she started coaching at Northwestern and then went on to Purdue.
2-6-2.
And now she's about to be the head pro, opening up a pickleball club in Knoxville. And they are very close to their open date. And that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing that place.
Yes.
You have 3 over here. 3-6-2.
3-6-2.
Point.
Yeah, that was a good ball. It was high enough. She wanted to hit it. She just didn't quite get over the top of that to get enough topspin roll on it. But I like Chris being aggressive. She's going to have to hit it when she gets the opportunity.
4-6-2.
Ooh, that's a short serve.
There, yeah. Did she want to put it real short in the box there? Make her just come forward?
Yeah, I think she was trying to hit a short serve.
Before I'm done, she can't make contact.
I have not been able to ask her yet about.
Okay.
She is one of the few that does the drop serve, but she will also do a traditional serve every once in a while. So I'm not sure what constitutes which one she's going to do.
That just missed. That was a speed up began by Cargis.
Yep. So typically you do not want to speed up the ball cross court because it sets your partner up for a whirl of hurts. But in this scenario, in a mixed match where Dave has such quick hands, I'm sure that that is part of the plan because he can sit on that counter and get some points. That's a lot of power right there coming at you. Great ball. Good finish by Dave.
You look at the slight build on the Badger. Why is he able to generate so much power?
Yeah, I jokingly said he gets all 125 pounds through that ball, but he does. He gets his weight through. He's very corked, and when he releases, he's got a lot of speed, and he's got a lot of hand quickness. And he can hit the ball deceptively hard.
And DeRisi felt that heat right there.
Point.
Yeah. He was just pointing at Chris going, we have got to get the ball to her. Dave's doing a really good job of getting involved. They don't want him to touch as many balls as he is right now. A lot of that is Dave's movement, though, too. Quickness.
9-4-1.
So quick and so knowledgeable, too.
Second serve.
He gets a great first step because he's reading the ball.
And Chris does a very good job of giving him space, you know, even to the extent that sometimes the female needs to play off the line just a little bit to give them room to come over and work. Like that, for example.
Hook shot.
Side out.
Side of the rim.
Good lob. Yeah, just got behind her.
Have you played with Jose before, Amy?
I have never played with Jose. That would be my pleasure. I think he does a nice job as a partner, being encouraging, and you know, he doesn't coach on the court. Does a nice job. Great hands. Really nice by Christie.
Rocky.
Great turn.
Yeah.
Two-hander with that carbon 1X. Great ball.
5-9-2.
I think that's the power that Antrim was referring to.
Yeah.
Side out.
It's a good ball to back him up, get him off the line.
9-5-1.
9-5-1.
Second serve.
I don't think he was quite set and with those fast feet, but did you see all those steps he had to take in order to get over there and hit that forehand drive, to run around that forehand? He just wasn't quite balanced.
ATP, it hit P. Carr thought that ball might have been wide. Jose, instead of his standard way out call, he says that was way in.
Yeah. I really thought he had it. Just hit it a little too early, possibly.
Football.
Great work by Chris to keep that ball in play.
Okay, that's a technical for language.
And Jose, unfortunately for himself, walked right by the official. And he's angry at himself. But the language was caught, and we had a technical foul called.
Yeah, these two guys have history. Unfortunately, this is the same referee that Jose had in his mixed match yesterday, and he ended up getting a second technical, which took away a point from their team in that very close Boca match.
And to his defense, at that time it was 9-4, 9-3, so it wasn't like a pivotal deciding point deduction.
Okay.
Hey, I'm telling you, the referees are sharp. They don't miss those foot calls.
Side out.
Side out at 9-5.
9-5-1.
Way to handle that by Christie. Again, just get it back. Great job keeping it low.
9-5-2.
Yeah, we do want to give a shout out to our officials. They work hard. They do a fantastic job as a group, and they're really here to help out the game of pickleball, help out the league.
9-5-1. I'm sorry, excuse
They're
me.
certainly not getting rich off of this job.
Absolutely. So true.
I did.
Great group. So I think Jose is all getting in his head just a little bit. He's going to need to figure out a way to reset. You know, there's a lot going on.
5-9-2.
Second serve, down 4.
That was
Carve that too much. Way out, says Jose. DK Jerry over there in the stands, standing up, one of the owners for the Ignite.
Side out.
He's done a great job supporting all of his players for the Austin Ignite.
9-6-1.
You could look at DK, one of the best singles player in the champion level.
That's right. Good lob. Yeah, let's see if they can get off 9 here.
Right into the body of Derisi. Badger apologizes. Do you like that when the partner screams hit it? Is it, you not throw your timing off? I mean, it's trying to help.
Right.
Saying it's going to be in, hit it.
He said it early enough that you don't want to say it while your partner's in the middle of their swing, but as long as you communicate that early, that let her know that it's going to be in. Now, what was difficult there was kind of a last-minute switch call. Again, you never know when your guy comes over that far. Are they going to go back? Do you need to switch? So Jose did a good job of communicating it, but it was pretty late. So it was tough on Christy to get over there.
A let ace from Tamaraki. She tried that short angle again.
7, 10, 1.
And first serve within 3.
Just mixing up her serve. Very smart.
Badger right off the foot. Teresi.
That one got away from Christy just a little bit.
7, 10, 2.
Dave had a really good ball, making her reach. Pop that up.
Slide out.
Well placed by Weinbach.
Good guts. Good play from Chris there too. Good communication for Austin.
DK Jerry
10, 7, 1.
also Shona Kerr, Scott Trevathan, Stephen Unger, owners for the Ignite.
Shout out to Steven. I know he was hurt, injured, struggling with a tough injury. Hopefully he's doing better.
7, side out.
Karjas, the winner in the corner. What a delivery by Chris. And Austin finally able to seal game 1, 11-7. Run down over to court 4 for a look in here at the Pickle Lodge. Look at this, 10-7 Bruisers in the third. What a match this has been. Comey and Maine against Lum and Wilton. This would be the 6th match win for the Bruisers. And there it is. It's Comey and Maine. Now they're just one shy of moving on in the race to 5th place. We'll take it back here on center. Tamaraki leaves. A little dance move, Christy. She didn't win that award, but she's got to be a contestant, huh? But
yeah.
What do they call it on Thursday? They presented the dance award?
They did. They had dance moves. Scott Moore and I got to look up Mary Beth.
Mary Beth, yeah.
No, wait. She was the partier.
She may have won them both.
You have one. One, 0, 2.
Was just wide. Karjas on the reach into the fence.
Ball on the court stance. Ball on the court stance.
Princeton thought that serve was in. Jose pleading his case. Weinbach made the call. Jose asked Chris if she saw. She said, I'm just running to get the ball. Dave had a clear look at it.
It was Helen Wilhelm.
Oh, Helen Wilhelm.
The
that's it, right.
bust a move.
Bust a move.
Our dancers, yes.
0-1-2.
Ooh, solid contact off the paddle of Badger. Chris has a smile at that comment from Badger. Says, you know I'll be there. Anything in the middle.
Side out.
And right after he said that, Carter was looking. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I think that ball was in the middle.
That's you, she's saying. Because Dave almost always wants the middle. So yeah, that's something I got to work out.
Second serve.
Unlucky for Princeton.
1-1-2.
Very competitive match here. Oops, miscommunication.
Christy had already left the building. And Jose didn't realize.
Timeout, receivers, 1-1-1. 1 minute.
Interesting here. They take the timeout at 1-1-1.
Question from a viewer, and I wanted to make sure I have the right answer. They were asking.
So Jose, maybe just a hydration break after a mix-up there. Regroup. Princeton just one win away from securing the team battle victory, as the Bruisers certainly you would think are the favorites to wrap up that 5th place. Long way to go yet, but here in the consolation.
No timeouts remaining, 1 timeout.
As the 8th place finish gave Boca everything they could handle, almost knocked them off, as Jose commented. We were up 4-1 in that team battle. But he gave all the credit to the Picklers, so they just kept coming, determined.
Point.
That's tough. That's a great reach in, but that's a tough angle. So I had a great question from one of my friends back home, and I wanted to verify with the referee to make sure I knew the correct answer, but he was asking if somebody gets injured in the middle of a match, is there an alternate that can step in? And the referee said that's really a tournament director question, but generally no. That if in the middle of a match somebody gets hurt, then that team would have to forfeit. Now, for his next match that we do have subs that could take his place, or another teammate could take his place. But if it's during the middle of a match, you would then have to forfeit the match that's currently being played. Great question. Thank you, Lane.
That is a good question. That opens up an idea for pickleball as well, maybe to be able to employ your bench, kind of like other team sports, where you're going to sub in somebody during the match for a different strategy or technique. Good mix for interesting points.
Right. It's a great play so far. My gosh.
That's well done by Cargis. Not an easy ball.
Great backhand overhead. Do you see the wrist snap there? They got that ball in. She's doing a good job of getting off that line quickly when the lobs are coming. I'm actually a little surprised that she's the one getting all of the lob retrievals, and Dave's not coming over, but they've been very well directed right over her, and so he would have to come all the way over.
1-4-1.
1-4-1. Bruisers utilize their timeout at 1-all. Look at this direction by Cargis.
Great ball. Really good court awareness. Christy was going to try to poach that, and she just put it where she left.
1-4-2. Side out.
Ball didn't come up, did it?
No.
Wicked slice return there.
Yeah, Weinbach took a lot off of that ball.
4-1-1.
The ball kept dipping on Jose. Ended up catching the edge of the paddle.
5-1-1. Second serve.
Good agility there by DeRisi. Ducking away.
Five, 1-2. Side out.
So side out at 1-5.
Just clip that net.
1-5-1.
That's terrific by Weinbach. Leaning back.
Good overhead. See, that one went over Dave, so Dave was able to go get that one.
1-5-2.
And behind DeRisi, accurately
Great ball.
placed. We see you, Badger. He glanced over here again for a second.
Jose and Christy just haven't, they got to get something going here. They'll figure it out. Great play, really good teamwork. Yeah, really good point by all four. That time, Christy and Jose did a great job of placement. I feel like that's one thing that Dave and
second serve.
Chris have done a better job of is just placing the ball where they're not. They've had a lot of really good open shots. Going behind or just good drop. Great drop, great drop.
What did he say to you, Amy? Did you hear?
Yeah, he said, I learned that shot from Amy in Minnesota. Not true. One of my first camps was actually one of Dave Weinbach's when I first started playing. So it's pretty cool that, you know, we still know each other, but it started all back in the beginning. Yeah, that's a tough angle, hard ball to lift and lob there.
You're being modest, Yarbrough. I saw that yesterday when we were playing with your left hand.
It's the only way I can get on the court right now is as a lefty. So still have some healing to do. Both my knee and my shoulder to get moving the way I want to move again. But we need a little exercise, Ari, after sitting here and talking all day, don't we?
Yeah, that was fun. Get moving.
Yeah, playing with the awesome broadcast team.
Yeah, our production crew, you know, they are, my money's on them against any other crew on the pickleball court.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
Absolutely. Way to handle that pace. That actually was so good. Good movement, pulled Dave over, and then went behind Dave. And Dave has gotten him on that same play multiple times today. So I agree. So good. Great reset.
What a
wow. Great reset from Chris Kargis right there.
A few of the fans standing and clapping after that point.
Wait a minute.
And effort.
You have 2.
Even Christy had to applaud her. Great get.
Yep, saw it. 2-7-2. Try it out.
Tough returns. A lot of juju on that ball.
Damaraki trying to shake it off.
Great point.
That was wide. Chris Kargis controlling the ball with immense amount of confidence, Amy.
Good point. That's her bread and butter. She will stay in a dink and out-dink anybody. And so that's another reason Christy's got to fire a little bit sooner.
Point.
Great ball. Good counter.
Speed up to Weinbach. Dangerous.
That's typically what you want to do. You want to attack straight ahead, especially if it's a ball you can take out of the air and put pace on it. Dave was just ready.
Second serve.
Nice ball by Damaraki at the feet.
Really nice.
You see the score of the team battle.
9-2-2.
Austin trying to stay alive here.
Try it out.
Some close matches. Coachella Valley up on Seattle by 1. OKC over Naples 4-3.
I'll recall.
Potential team breakers brewing.
2-9-1.
Good recovery. Good recovery.
That was a break, though, because if it hadn't clipped tape,
Yeah.
I think it was by the Badger.
He wasn't going to get there. He'd come way over. Chris wasn't sure if he's going to take it or not, so she took it, and then he had to get back. And he did.
Wow.
Great ball.
Come
Great
on,
ball.
Badger.
Great
Fist pumps
ball.
here. That is just incredible.
Really good roll, cross court. Again, good footwork to get to that.
The Badger looking like a 20-year-old with that agility. And then pulls it right down the middle. Weinbach putting on a show.
Like to see Jose and Christy take a timeout here and get a reset.
They used it at 1-all.
Oh, they only get 1. That's right. Normal game you get 2, but here we just played 11 and 1 timeout.
Good bounce there by DeRisi, getting off the ground.
Look at that young man jumping.
Second serve. No, you're out of timeouts.
Yeah, she's asking, do we have a timeout?
Yeah, with Christy, it feels like it was about 40 minutes ago. It's easy to forget.
Yeah.
10-2-2.
Ooh, fortuitous.
Oh, wow. They just played a great match. Austin
They
Ignite
really did.
came out. They were very few errors, and they forced a lot of errors from their opponents.
Nice hug between Jose and Dave. You're going to get the Badger over here with Kargis. That should be interesting. Good
Oh,
luck,
yeah.
Amy.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, definitely need that.
Yeah, stay with us.
Math is simple. We're down to 6-3, so we need everyone. We need the last 3. So, 6-3, yeah, right now? Yeah, but I think
Gearbox introduces the all-new CX14 Ultimate Power with SST Core. All-new power band technology, delivering controlled, effortless power. All technology, every shot.
That one reset you hit was unbelievable.
Hi, welcome back. I'm here with the victorious Austin Ignite from that mixed match. I've got Chris Cargis and Dave Weinbach with me. And you guys, I don't even know who to address first because I've got two of the greatest coaching minds in the pickleball world right here. But ladies first, Chris, I'm going to start with you. So how do you guys put together your strategy to go against a very solid team of the Princeton Bruisers when you go out and you've played them before? Is it anything different, or tell me a little bit about planning your strategy there?
Well, first of all, he wore all black. I've never seen him all black, so I knew he was ready to battle. This guy. But we talk before our rematch, and I take advice from him and I give him my input, and we had a great plan, and just stick with it. We might lose a couple points, but we stay together. I think we have great energy on the court together. Even if we go through a bad patch, okay, let's get back to the game plan.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dave, what is that strategy that you guys had going in against them?
Well, going into that match, Chris and I talked before, and, we basically had two targets. We knew Jose DeRisi was going to try to take over the court. We knew he'd be standing a lot in the middle. So we really had two targets. Either we go to Christine's forehand, because she loves her backhand. We all know that. Her backhand is unbelievable. So we either wanted to get it to the right side of Chris's body or go behind Jose when he was cheating too much. And Chris, she's one of the best senior pro women we have in the whole game that can control the ball and the direction of the ball and the spin. So if you noticed, a lot of those dinks she hit behind Jose also had side spin that spun away from him. So that clears him off the court, and now I can come in and attack the next one. So that's really what our strategy was, and, you know, to put a lot of pressure on Chris. I mean, that's what senior mixed doubles really is about, and, you know, I just love playing with this lady. We've played, I don't know, 50 times together, and we just have this chemistry. She can say anything to me, and I don't take it personally, and she knows our only goal is to win. And, you know, we just have this great energy together that I feel, and that's why our record is pretty solid together.
Yeah, that's super important.
Yeah.
I did feel like you guys were, you won the placement battle in that match.
Absolutely.
There was never, I mean, they couldn't really get anything going to get back in it, because when Jose would try to get more involved, you kept him home by going behind him.
Yep, and we could tell they were having some internal struggles there, and they were arguing about some positioning on the court. And, you know, when you do that with your partner, you're only going to go one direction, and that's down. So folks that are playing pickleball competitively or even recreationally, your job is to pump your partner up and be supportive, because if you don't do that, I guarantee you're going to be on the losing side.
Very smart advice, and I think even especially in mixed, because you've got different emotions, different things going on.
Yep.
And honestly, Dave, the female has to come into a mixed match knowing you're going to get pounded. Every ball is going to get targeted at you.
Yep.
And Chris, talk a little bit, because you're one of the best at being able to handle that, reset it, redirect, or even bring some offense. But how can you tell other females out there to just go into a mixed match ready for what's coming?
Well, one of the advantages for me is I have a group of like 10 or 12 guys at home that I play with 3 times a week. And so I actually I love the power coming at me. Just love it. So, and just I like going behind the guy that opens up the court for my male.
Yeah.
So, yep.
And the other thing I wanted to ask you guys about, because there was some that you had to run back and get, and some that, I'm sorry, we're going to go to the live match right now, because we just had an exciting, looks like Princeton came away with that one, 10-5.
Just clinched it.
Yeah, they just clinched it for their team. You guys have to see that. Sorry. Looks like Austin just went down.
Yeah, I believe that was their 7th match. So a real competitive match this morning. We were really excited coming in, but credit to Princeton. And they have a really deep team, and we knew this was going to be a tough match with them, and all the credit goes to them for that decisive victory.
Hey, yesterday, they just about knocked off the number 1 seed.
Yep. Right.
I mean, it came down to their last match. Sure. Or they were about to take Boca out. So, yeah, this Princeton team is really playing great right now.
They're fiery, yep.
Yeah. Okay, well.
All right, we'll look to turn it around in the afternoon.
Yes. Congratulations to the Princeton Bruisers. It looks like they have secured that match against Austin Ignite. So I want to just go back to what we were talking about with the mixed, because that's so important. And the mindset where the lady has to expect balls coming at her. And then for the guys, Dave, you guys are having to really work. You guys really have to work to get in there and figure out what ball you can take or get beat behind you. So talk a little bit about what you're looking for.
Communication is the key, Amy, as you well know. And, you know, before every match, no matter who my partner is, whether it's mixed or male, you know, I'm going to be very clear on how far I'm going to come over. And, you know, one of the things that Chris and I always talk about is that if a ball floats, if it's coming to us and even the right side of her body, and it floats and it gives me time to come in with my forehand, I'm coming.
Okay.
And I said the same thing to Hostetler this morning. So for me, even in men's, I'll sometimes want to come over with my forehand. So the clear thing that you have to have with your partner is communication on how far is each player wanting to come over from a comfort level. And, you know, she and I know, because we've played 50 times together, she knows when I'm coming, when I'm not. And the other thing is she gives me room, you know, and from a guy standpoint, you know, that's really important. You saw in that match, Jose stepped on Chris's foot twice. And one time he fell in the kitchen afterwards.
Yeah.
So that's a good example of where the communication maybe isn't as clear.
Yeah.
I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but that's my feeling.
I mean, I also think for the female is just, when I play, I think, how can I put the ball in a position where he can get involved? You know, what's the spot, whether it's behind the male, whether it's in the middle, how can I get him involved to come over and put more pressure on the other female?
Yeah. And Chris, do you feel like, actually, guys, go with me here. We're going to go back to a different court. We've got another close match going on, a mixed match between Seattle and Coachella Valley. So if Coachella Valley takes this, they cannot lose. The best they could do is have a tiebreaker, so that's huge.
9-8.
9-8 with Coachella Valley serving. And that's Julian James and Joe Fresca.
Yep, Joe, their super senior player. He, I think, is about 63 years old now and such a tough competitor. I've always been a fan of Joe, both as a player and as a person. I just thought he's a really dangerous guy in that 60-plus, Amy. I thought that was a great draft pick because they got him pretty late.
And then I'm sure I'm going to kill his name, but Yishan, I believe, and he is an amazing, I mean, people don't know him.
Yeah.
I think he's from Singapore. And
Great
he's
hands.
Got great hands.
Yeah, I've watched him play. Very athletic, great hands.
Fast. Game point here.
Yep.
Oh, winner.
Oh, wow.
Coachella takes it.
And there's an example of the lack of communication on that middle ball.
Yes. That is tough. And I will say to that point, Dave, sometimes it's hard too because it is a little bit different in doubles versus mixed because typically you want your up partner to take that fourth shot as you're still coming in.
Yeah, because she was still running in. That's a good point.
But, you know, that's something that you have to communicate ahead of time.
And I think there's a lot of pressure, too, on the female. If I can get my returns deep, I know that third shot coming back gives him time to come over. So really getting your returns deep to the
So
spot.
what does that end up with a team score currently, Amy, with this
6.
matchup?
It looks like,
So they're one match away from clinching.
Yep. Yes. And that, I mean, Seattle's playing well. And Coachella has a lot of subs. Not a lot, but I know Dane's not playing.
Yeah.
And so they struggled there on pod 1 earlier this morning, but we're back. So I'm just having a conversation here with my friends.
We're just hanging out.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, we got a good match, Amy, coming up here on center court.
We do. Can you tell me about it? What's your pick? What do you think?
Well, I think it's going to be really tough. I might stick around and watch some of this. You know, Stefan has become a really, really dangerous out, I call it, in senior mixed doubles because, you know, we all know about his length. But Stefan is an underrated mover. He moves very well. I call it gliding around the court. And in senior mixed, Amy, it's so important that the man can be aggressive and cover. And Stefan can attack both off the backhand and the forehand. So I give a slight edge to his team in this particular match, taking on Johan and
Lily.
Kordic, who is a heck of a player.
Heck of a player, lefty, big hitter, real aggressive.
Likes to drive, bring a lot of pace.
Female player.
You know what, Chris? What do you think? I'm going to throw this out there, but I think Lily's going to be the aggressor.
I think so too. Johan's going to set her up.
She wants to hit it, and she doesn't care if it's a guy or a girl. She's going to go right at you.
Yep.
Yeah, Chris and I played against her one time this year, and this is so funny. I think Amy was commentating the match because it was on center court.
I think so.
I think in the entire match, she drove every single ball she hit. The thirds, I don't think she hit a dink. I don't think she hit a reset. I literally think, so after one of the games we're tapping paddles and I go, really good dinking, guys, really good dinking.
Absolutely. She fired away. But I will say that the game changer could be CB because she can handle anything.
Yep.
She can fire back at Lily, but she can also reset.
Reset
so
the ball, right.
It's going to be interesting to see.
Very good match.
Guys, we're going to welcome Ari back in here as well to join us to get this game going.
I'm enjoying just listening. This is fascinating.
We got some great coaching minds over here to my right. So, you know, I'm not kicking them out yet, Ari.
Yeah, Lee can really handle pace well, Amy. You said it exactly. And she can reset really well, and she's a great dinker. And I don't think Lily's style is going to work really well against Stefan. He's an excellent counter puncher, both backhand and forehand. So when she drives it at him, I don't think that's going to be a really effective. And I think Johan has probably told her that, but I don't know if Lily can make that adjustment. So let's see as this match progresses if she tries to get the ball down.
I will say, as a lefty, one of the superpowers I feel like they have is to step around and hit a forehand winner right through the middle. Sometimes that can be really deceptive.
There's an Ernie.
Oh, Johan really hung that ball up there.
Yep.
This may have been discussed already, but Svensson and Cordage Mueller teaming up. I don't know that they've played together this year, much if at all.
Great point. I don't think they have, actually.
The thing about Johan's game is he can play with anybody, Ari, and the reason is he's got amazing hands. Johan really has no weakness. I've played against this guy 25 times. He's got a great backhand, a great forehand, a great reset. He can counter, punch, volley really, really well. He's just a very easy guy to play with. He's so supportive. He's just a terrific personality, human being. So he's the kind of guy, Amy, you were talking about this earlier, having supportive partners. People love playing with Johan, both men and women, and that's why.
Yeah, for sure.
He's had a little bit of injuries, as Chris Carr just knows him very well. But Chris, I mean,
from Tennessee,
he's come back so strong. I played against him this year earlier, and played against him and Gingrich, and we beat him. But Johan played the best I've ever seen him play, and he's 57, 58 years old, I think now.
Yeah.
Wow.
The other thing I love about him is his grit. He is really gritty, really tenacious, quiet guy, but he is very competitive. I might have to step out. We got to get our lineup going for the next match.
Okay.
So I'm going to help the owners.
Quick shout out to your new club that's
Premier
almost
Pickleball
up
in Knoxville.
Premier Pickleball in Knoxville. So if you are in Knoxville, you need to be sure and schedule a lesson with Coach Cargis and go play at her brand new facility.
Yeah, opening in December. So love to have everybody come through.
Awesome.
Thanks
well,
for
thanks you
having
guys
me.
very much
Thanks,
for
guys.
joining me. Great match.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Way to
much.
go, guys.
3-1-2.
3-1-2, the score in this one, Seattle, Coachella Valley. Ooh, they survive it anyhow. Big smiles, CB Lee and Stefan. Stefan said, no, let it go. CB couldn't pull back, but in the end, Seattle United
that step
anyhow.
around. That step around. Sorry, Ari, to interrupt you. That step around with the lefty to get to her forehand and go down the middle. Ooh, little back.
You see the importance of this match. Seattle's got to have it. How about this?
Wow.
The Scorpions again fighting the favored Seattle United team, and that particularly, Gingrich is out of this match. The Scorpions accustomed to playing shorthanded. They've done it all season long. They've risen to the occasion time and time again.
So impressive. They just find a way to win, no matter who they have in their lineup. I think just the movement of Lily right there created that air, which is really smart as a lefty to show Ernie.
2-5-1.
Yeah, she got a short return there, and CB covered it, but then the next ball was too much.
Both teams finished 12-8. The big difference is match total points. Plus 12 for Coachella Valley, plus 36 for Seattle.
Lily's got a great serve. She's and Johan's got a great serve. I mean, they're both using it. Yeah, that
Nice
was
punch.
just a little high. Johan can lean in there. Oh, Stefan can lean in. Johan's ball was a little high. Stefan had a great put away.
Cordage Mueller, one of the surprises of the season. I hadn't seen her play. She's been a force. The Serbian who played her college tennis at UNLV.
We have seen her in both mixed and doubles just be on fire. She plays best when she is just swinging away and swinging freely.
And
Yep.
there you go.
She loves to hit the ball hard.
$6-5-2.
OKC now has clinched over Naples. Princeton wrapped it up over Austin. So just 2 team battles to really keep your eye on.
Johan has done that shot multiple times today.
7-5-2.
Going down the line and hitting it in that deep corner.
Side out.
Yeah, she wants that one back. Great setup by Johan.
Five, 7-1.
That also deep. So Seattle down in this match. A little bit of a hangover from that tough team breaker defeat yesterday, you think, Amy?
Yes.
They're just a couple points away from playing in the semis this afternoon. Got to wake up early for the West Coast team. Play in the consolation.
Yeah, that's, you know, tough to come back from and to reset and pretend like you're starting all over. It's a great drop.
Nicely done. As Weinbach called it, gliding.
Yeah, he's got great
Good description.
footwork.
She's over. No. Seven, 7-2.
Great
What a
overhead,
point.
CB. Wow. She's got a lot of pop on that. Good footwork to get back. Really, that's Dr. Lee out there. She's an orthopedic.
That's right.
I'm sure she gets a lot of questions from a lot of players here every weekend, I can guarantee you.
Orthopedic surgeon in Seattle.
Timeout receivers, 9-7-2, 1 minute.
Good run by Seattle, draws the timeout from the Scorpions.
That's a good timeout. I like it. They have to get back to having one of the two of them in Coachella Valley has to be the setter, has to set the ball up. And right now I feel like they're both trying to kind of fire away. And those two can both counter it, so it's got to be the right one.
2024 MPL Championship Weekend brought to you by DreamCloud. DreamCloud. It'll elevate your game by providing a deeper, more restful sleep experience. Sounds wonderful. Proper sleep is essential as diet and exercise to ensure peak performance.
No timeouts remaining. Servers, 1 timeout.
It's a 365-night home trial, by the way.
Nice.
Sign me up.
Wow.
Time in. 9-7-2.
Ooh, out front, Lee takes it down the line for the winner.
Great counter. Coming in with her paddle up. Real compact swing. Great ball.
Great demeanor on the court, doesn't she, Lee?
Yeah. Just back.
7-10-1. Second serve. 7-10-2. Point.
Korchmuller, she'll gain some points off of this serve.
Yes.
8-10-2.
And that lands for Svensson.
Again. That's the second one in this game. And remember, we saw a few of them in his men's match as well. Going
well
down
today.
the line. Yeah.
Timeout receiver, 9-10-2, 1 minute.
Timeout Seattle. They look to hold on to game one in a must-win here in the team battle for Seattle to stay alive. We talked about DreamCloud, our presenting sponsor. We do want to thank all our sponsors, including Yobo, DexaScan, Gearbox Pickleball, Incrediwear. More Incrediwear as the weekend goes on. Keeping the competitors secure. Gamma Pickleball.
Everybody ready? 15 seconds.
Ernie Technologies.
No timeouts remaining. No timeouts remaining.
Fat Tire Beer. And Julian Coffee Roasters, done by Ken Julian, member of the Indy Drivers. Tied at 10, Coachella Valley. Their crowd applauding.
10-10-2.
Great drop and reset right there.
Game points.
To Johan's backhand.
Europeans.
Or Stefan's.
Oh, could not seal it.
Trying to do it again. Drop it to Stefan's backhand.
The 11th, so elusive.
Wow. And remember, this is just win by one here at MPL, so the next point wins.
Ernie flies long, and Seattle survives. 11-10. Great first game battle. We'll be back for more from Cincinnati. A point for Seattle United here to start the second.
1-0-2.
After edging the Scorpions 11-10 in the first.
Side out. Zero, 1-1.
Semis are scheduled to begin at 12:30. Boca Raton, Denver, Houston, Columbus. The chalk advances, setting up some amazing matchups, Amy.
Absolutely. Looking forward to this afternoon as well. We got a great match going on right here. Doesn't get any closer than 11-10, does it?
Big drive by Johan. Made the 6'4" Swede stretch.
Great placement as they're trying to unwind that stack.
3-1-1.
Yep.
Yeah, that landed in. As the Badger said, Lily's not going to give you soft stuff.
Lily does a great job of she shows her paddle early out in front and then just has to whip through the ball again.
Timeout
Doesn't take a big
receivers,
backswing.
4-1-1,
Everything's
1 minute.
out in front and she just creates a ton of power.
So with a 4-point run for Coachella Valley, Seattle will take their timeout now. Andren will go to the milk jug filled with water.
he might even do a few poses over there. Yoga poses, that is. A little stretching. No, I think they've had just a few not typical errors, you know, and that's a great timeout. Good time to reset. The danger is here at NPL, they only get one per game. So it is a little risky to take it early, but
We saw that happen to Princeton. They took it at 1-1, and we're searching for it later in the game.
Right.
But Seattle probably figuring, hey, we fall behind even more now, down 4-1. We're in big trouble here in the second, particularly when Cordish Mueller gets on a run.
Lily's just sitting on it. Again, when you play against a lefty, you know, like that's the right shot when that's a right-handed woman in front of you. But she just went right into Lily's forehand.
Second serve.
It had not a nice topspin on it and kept that ball a lot lower, and so they weren't able to just extend through it.
5-1-2.
She doesn't get cheated on her swings, Cordish Mueller.
No.
He's going to swing for the fences. Everything going Coachella Valley's way here in the second. And you can see the score below. Scorpions can wrap up the team battle with a victory.
6-1-2. Side out.
That just missed. Princeton, OKC have won their team battles. Kansas City
1-6-1.
up 2 on the drivers.
Great return.
Second serve.
Got what he wanted. Just missed that. Yeah, didn't get it down.
1-6-2.
Andren falling back, but he kept that hand out front, didn't he?
Yes, really nice. And he actually has made a change. My Carbon friend there, we're both part of Team Carbon, and he is now using the Thomas Wilson. So that's a very thin paddle that's going to have a lot of power, just harder to control. And Stefan's got very, very good hands. Nice soft touch.
That's in. Remarkable get, too.
Wow.
And then follows it in.
Great reset. Way to come back in.
Take a look at the DreamCloud replay. Off the back of the line.
3-6-2.
Yep, and got Lily back off the line.
Side out. 6-3-1. Second serve.
6-3-2.
Good counter by CB to keep Lily back and not let her come in off of that drive that time.
6-3-2.
$100,000 on the line here this weekend. CB Lee.
Nice finish.
Three, 6-1.
Lob is in.
Great lob back. Love that lob with a lob. She just went from defense to offense.
And that's in, stuck on the sideline by Cordage Mueller. What a point.
So good.
3-6-2.
Tough ball right at her feet, at her body, so she just got jammed.
Playing for potential 5th place finish this morning and into tomorrow afternoon. Look at that close by Cordage Mueller.
So pretty.
That 5th place payout is $3,200.
7-3-1.
That ball ripped just wide.
Ooh, he's 1 for 3 on those though, or 2 for 3.
7-3-2. Side out.
Andren got what he was hoping for.
Yeah, just got a little high there.
So Seattle sticking around. Let's see if they can make a surge here.
Nice backhand flick. So we'll see if Coachella Valley chooses to take a timeout. Momentum is definitely switched to Seattle's side.
Andren said nope, don't hit it, but it was too late.
Yeah, it's so hard.
Amy, you see a
pull
lot of
back.
different grips out here on the pickleball court, including at this level. What about on volleys? Is everybody going to Continental on the volley grips, or do you see a repertoire there as well?
Yeah, I would say for the most part, because once you're at, if you're volleying and you're at the non-volley zone line, it goes too quick to be changing grips. So you will see more changes from the baseline up and not as many changes once we're already in at the non-volley zone line. It just goes too fast.
So by the time they get to the no volley zone, you say majority to all are going Continental at that point.
Unless you're a Riley Newman player who plays, you know, who uses the two-hander and goes to that scorpion so much.
Right.
Steve Dawson actually also does that. So their grip is a little bit different. But I would say the majority of the players, yes. And to be able to switch to that, like Steve worked on that for months before he brought it out in a match. It's not an easy transition.
Second serve.
When I'm teaching, you know, not even beginner levels, but they could be even 3-0 plus, but it's a lot more comfortable to switch grips to a backhand grip to be able to handle a backhand volley. It just feels better. It feels awkward in that continental, but that's why, is because then if you hit a backhand in a backhand and then they go to your forehand, it's too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Scorpions.
punch. Yes.
From the Scorpions.
There we go. Really nice by Johan. Get low, get his paddle out in front, and just punch it.
10-5-2.
Game point.
10-5.
Point game.
There it is. We're going 3. Vince Vaughn's Coachella Valley Scorpions. Hoping to wrap up this team battle if they can take the third.
Time in. 0-0-2.
Decisive game 3. Center court, Cincinnati.
1-0-2.
We're at the Pickle Lodge, where a quality lunch awaits. Two Cities Pizza, top-notch pizza and Italian food.
0-1-1.
I think maybe a little bit of nerves here to get started in game 3. We got a missed return and a missed serve right off the bat. Not like these guys. Ooh, good acceleration speed up there from CB to create a pop-up. Just, again, changing pace sometimes is going to have you create and get what you want.
1-1-1.
Carl Foster standing next to us, checking in on the action. He's getting his Boca Raton Picklers ready for the semifinals.
2-1-1.
2-1-1 in the third. Must have for Seattle.
Great poach. Love that shake and bake right there. You don't see shake and bake as much in mixed, and that was a great example. CB went ahead and came in early knowing Stefan's third was going to be quality, and it was.
Nice drop. Corch Mueller, who gives you all pace all the time, and change up. You're not expecting it.
Right?
3-1-2.
3-1.
Side out.
A lot of action on that roller off the lefty. A tricky player to face, isn't she?
Yes.
One, 3-1.
Wow. Tough angle. Very sharp angles, low balls with pace. That's tough to handle.
2-3-1.
Some of the major highlights of this season have come from Cordage Mueller. I'm confident in saying that, particularly the way she goes after the male player.
Yeah.
Right at him.
No fear. To Dave Weinbach's, we were talking about that, and he feels like she just hits it. She's not worried about who's in front of her, but she's also not really trying to place it. It's just, she just swings free.
Svensson attacking. I like the Badgers' description of Johan, too, as a partner. So easy to adapt to, easy to play with.
Absolutely. And that's high praise when you've got people that, you know, say that you're just easy to play with and everybody likes to play with you. That's quality compliment in your character and your ability to be a good partner.
3-3-1.
3-3-1.
Coachella Valley has just wrapped up this team battle. They're going with the backhand there, Lily does. So pressure off in this one. I don't think the competitors are aware, Amy, as they continue to battle to win this here on center court. But Coachella Valley, their hopes to push up to that 5th place slot have just increased because they've arguably knocked off the best team, the highest rated team ahead of them.
That is huge. I mean, wow. And to do it without their full roster, very impressive, Coachella Valley. But they've done it all season.
All season.
They just adapt with whoever they have. Kudos to their leadership for getting everybody ready to play.
Absolutely. Tremendous leadership, fronted by Kim Jade. And everybody stepped up all year round.
3-3-2.
Adjusting to time changes come from out west. Many of their players.
Yes.
Nice drop there.
Wow, great drop right there. Nice soft touch.
3-3-1.
Oh. Cordage Mueller with a two-hander. Crowd starting to pick up in size. Semi-final action now in about an hour away or so.
Four, 3-2.
4-3-2 Seattle. We're working on getting those scoreboards updated, guys. Just hang with us.
Again, this team battle already decided. The Scorpions have won it, but that takes nothing away from this match. This has been a superb one. All 4 players.
Side out.
You get a look at the scoreboard. I think there's one team battle yet to be decided. So that would be Kansas City and Indy, with the Stingers 1 victory away. I'm going to check in at court 6. There's Witskin and Salento against Daryl Wyatt, Jen Dawson.
What a great match that will be.
How about this score?
Lots of firepower.
5-5-1.
That's impressive for Indy because Dawson and Wyatt have been fabulous together.
Absolutely.
A peek at court 7. Okay, coming back to center court. And now we will bring you to court 7. David George, Kim Kessner taking on Mills and Thompson.
Wow.
So drivers win both of those, but it looks like they're going to win with Witskin. And then they can pull this off. We're going team breaker. That one driven long. We'll keep a close eye on that for you.
Lily just hammered one home right at Stefan for a winner.
Side out. Five, 5-1.
Oh, great save by Johan.
Wow,
and
it
that
was wide.
forces the error.
Oh my gosh, look at this teamwork. Whoops, miss. Okay, I got it. Wow, impressive, Johan. Way
Talk
to
about
cover.
concentration, Amy. How did he even see the ball?
Yeah, exactly, right? Because her body was crossing right in front. That's extra focus. That's called teamwork right there. Wow, impressive.
6-5.
So at the switch, 6-5 Coachella Valley with 3 consecutive. Seattle will be looking into the better background with less fan and commotion and traffic.
Yeah.
Seconds.
The MPL trophy sitting at the table next to us, Amy.
It's beautiful. All the trophies.
I'll recall the score. 6-5-1.
We're going to go back to court 6.
Second serve.
Kansas City serving to stay in this match.
6-5-2. Point.
It's a great shot from Jen right through the middle there.
7-5-2.
Great counter by Gina, just sitting on that forehand and got it down.
Daryl serving. Closing. Lightning quick.
Ari, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that in that match happening right there on that court, there is 0 dinks. I bet they've had 0 dinks today. Maybe 1 or 2,
That's
but
a good point.
lots of firepower.
It's funny to think that Rick is probably the most likely person on that court to dink one.
You're exactly right. Now there's the danger because Jen's thirds are always so good. Daryl goes in super early, and that one just got a little high, and Rick punished him.
Ripskin looking to close it right there, and
There
he
it
does.
is.
So big hug from Ripskin to Salento. And Indy, they stay in this team battle and await the game 3 action on the adjacent court. And hoping to push that to a team breaker. We'll bring it back to championship court before we can update you on the other Kansas City Indy match. Back here, court 1. This has been a good one. Back and forth.
Really great play. Uncharacteristic miss right there.
A couple of errors sneaking in. We haven't seen that throughout this match. Pressure building late third.
Seven, 7-2.
Big point.
That's a great setup there by Lily to get behind Stefan. Great finish by Johan.
Scorpions have it back, looking to retake the lead.
7-7-1. Second serve.
Really good dink. Got it down, made Lily dink with her backhand. I'm surprised that hasn't been the target, actually.
Side out.
A quality return by Lee. That ball just absolutely took off after hitting the ground. And Lee able to send it back deep. Nice angle by Svensson.
Seven, 7-2.
Reset. Drilling one for a winner, Korchmuller. Big outburst. It looks like the driver fans are enthusiastic.
Second serve.
One win away from forcing a team breaker, Indy is. That updated team battle at 6-5.
7-2.
Oh.
Side out.
Just missed the roll on that one.
Seven, 7-1. Second serve.
Stuck on lucky 7. Who will escape it, unlock it?
7-7-2.
The switch. Ooh.
That was a great ball by Johan to set that up. He forced a switch and then was able to go behind.
Seven, 7-1. Point.
So it's Coachella Valley, the team to reach 8.
8-7-1.
Well, that opened the door.
Point.
And another one.
It's hard to earn a point in this match. They're all playing so well.
receivers, 9-7-1, 1 minute.
Timeout Seattle.
9-7-1.
Let's go driver chant ringing through the building as Indy tries to keep their hopes alive. Every slot has its importance as far as dollar figures go. Fifth at 3,200, sixth at 16. Then drops down to 12, 7 through 9. 7 through 10 make that.
15 seconds, no timeouts remaining. Servers, 1 timeout remaining. Time in. Seattle.
They're still talking. Referees trying to get them going. You get 1 minute on a timeout.
9-7-1.
Still on first serve, Coachella Valley, couple of points here. Take the lead.
Wow, what an angle. Great ball by Stefan. Ungettable.
Yeah. Ran into the fat tire sign.
Side out.
Those timeouts, so important.
Seven, 9-1.
Great dink to push Johan off the line there. Very aggressive. Got right in between the legs. They had to reach. Really good spot from CB.
8-9-1.
Looking to tie it here.
Second serve.
Oh, good duck out of the way
Good
by
lead.
Svensson.
Oh, wow. Gutsy, right?
Yes.
A lot of control, a lot of high IQ right there from Johan.
8-9-2.
Portage Mueller earns
Bring
the
it.
side out. Scorpion team loves it.
She turned
Court
around
7
and said, let's go.
update. Kansas City, Indy. Thompson and Miller 2 points away. And we're heading team breaker. What a point this is.
Great scramble.
And that's out. Meanwhile, we've got a match point here on center court.
Second serve.
Good heads up play by CB. Go behind. Johan is trying to get in the middle.
10-8-2.
10-8-2. Unable to get forward, so Seattle, another opportunity. Split screen. Ooh, Seattle gonna turn the pressure on. 9-10.
You haven't seen that happen much at all, where they get mixed up in the middle ball. Mills missed a Missed a third there. It's going back over Kansas City.
We have 10 all here.
10-10-1.
For the match. First serve. Lee.
Wow.
It's in.
Wow.
Incredible.
Great block from Johan just to keep them in the point. Great shot by Lily.
Wow. I didn't think it was possible to lob over Antren. That one
either.
just got over the paddle.
So good.
10-10-2.
And it looks like we had a timeout over there with Indy in Kansas City.
And the Scorpions.
Wow. They hold and get it back.
Fight for the side out.
Ten-ten-one.
ATP, Svensson had it covered, but punched it deep.
Yes. That was a great move. So close. Oh.
10-10-2.
There it is.
Wow.
What a match.
Amazing play, all four players. Really fun to watch. Great match. Congratulations to Coachella Valley. They earned it, man.
Yeah,
Great match.
Korchmuller, Svensson, victors over Antren. And CB Lee, what a match that was. Let's send it back to drivers and stingers coming down the stretch. (8-10). It is now 9-10 over there, Amy. Or no, the 10-10. They get 2 points for that.
What a comeback by KC.
Yeah, they had trailed 9-5 last glance. That's deep. Kansas City moving on. Here comes Absace and Hammer Mike leading the pack.
Great comeback for them. Wow.
And the celebration for the Kansas City Stingers. No team breaker needed. Kansas City moving on. What a match that was. What a team battle over the Indy drivers.
Whew. Down to the wire. What a match by George and Kessner to pull that win out.
So Stingers, Scorpions, all marching on with Princeton. They will play tomorrow afternoon, or later today, I think, too. But we will feature the semifinals coming your way after lunch. The top 4 seeds. It'll be Boca Raton against Denver. Houston taking on Columbus. Coming your way starting at 12:30. There's a good look at the championship bracket with the trophy and plenty of prize money on the line. Not to mention bragging rights. That'll be the action coming up this afternoon from Cincinnati. So stay with us. We'll see you soon.